trained Shador. Really rare situation where the same guy's been coaching both these guys throughout their college and even going back to high school with Shador. But he said, yeah, he's worked on his body. He's been really dedicated with nutritionists. So it'll be interesting to see, even though he's not throwing on the field, kind of what does he look like through the process? Because, I mean, anybody who watched one quarter of Miami football last year knows that guy can sling it. He's pretty fun to watch. And somebody's going to have a really intriguing project. It's just a matter of how high are you willing to draft him.
Yeah, and on Cam Ward, he was also flirting really heavy this morning with the Browns. I mean, a lot of compliments on their offensive line, and he's laying it on thick there. He was performing exactly as he should be at the microphone. What do you got, Brockman?
Yeah, speaking of the Browns, look, Tom, are the Eagles really going to get Myles Garrett? Like, this is stupid. We can't let them do this. Howie Roseman is turning into the Heisenberg. He can't keep getting away with this. Is this going to happen?
I would just tell you this, Brockman. I talked to everyone I could at the Combine about Myles Garrett and all the top stories. But Myles is a really unique one because you're talking about an absolute superstar, maybe the best in the league, former defensive player of the year, 30 years old. He's got good years left. And the Browns, as I said the day that he made the trade request, the Browns stand ready to make him the highest paid non-quarterback. This is not about money. Myles does not want to be in Cleveland. The Browns, though, every time they've been asked, and when people have talked to Andrew Berry, when they've called, if they call, they don't get a call back. If they talk to Andrew Berry in person, Berry makes abundantly clear, I am not trading him. There's still time for things to evolve, conversations to occur. I would say the real touchstone, you'd like to, from a dollars perspective, you would like to think if you're getting Myles Garrett, you're doing it before free agency, just so you don't have to spend on a different edge player. You don't have to, that you don't have to conserve the cap resources to potentially get them later. But the real cutoff in my mind would be the draft, because if the Browns were to change their minds, because again, right now they are not trading Myles Garrett. If they were to change their minds, I would certainly think that would occur ideally before the draft, because otherwise, if you're trading Myles Garrett, you're talking about multiple first-round picks as the starting point. Well, first-round picks in 2026 and 2027 don't help the 2025 Browns, who need all the help that they can get here. If they're going to bend on this, I would think that potentially it could be a draft week thing sometime as we get closer to late April. I would say, again, ideally you'd like to resolve it before the start of free agency, but in the Browns' mind, at least in Andrew Berry's mind, there already is a resolution, which is I'm not trading the guy. We got him under contract for 2 more years. He's not going to sit out. He's not going to, he wants to be a Hall of Famer. He's probably headed that direction. He's not going to sit out games. We're going to sit and wait, and we're going to do other things that maybe help convince Myles to get back in the fold. Obviously, neither side, they're both dug in on opposite ends of the spectrum right now, and we'll see as these coming weeks play out whether or not that changes.
I mean, I'm just shaking my head here because
the Eagles, come on.
Don't be so bitter. Come on.
Well, remember this.
I picked them to win. I'm just saying.
Beyond that, if you're the Eagles, I'm not saying the Eagles shouldn't explore it. Howie's in on every deal. That's the one thing. Anytime there's rumors like the Eagles are interested in Myles Garrett, the Eagles would be interested in any player who plausibly becomes available. And Howie's always going to call. He's always going to say, hey, let me know if you end up doing something here. And everybody knows they get that call from Howie. It's not that he's not serious. It's that he always wants to know what's happening just in case there's an opportunity. He doesn't want to not get the call and be like, dude, why didn't you call me?
Right.
I might have been in on that.
Sure.
So I would anticipate he asked. But remember, Howie is drafted unbelievably well in recent years. I mean, look no further than the Super Bowl when they manhandled the Chiefs on both sides of the football. It's because of the investment they've made in the offensive and defensive line, the number of high picks here. Eventually, you got to pay Jalen Carter. You got to maybe pay. We'll see what happens with Milton Williams, who's going to get a bag in free agency. You got to pay maybe Zach Bond. I know they'd like to pay Zach Bond, but can they actually get that done? At some point, it's like all that additional money to go and get Myles Garrett. I'm not saying it's impossible, but you're talking about really, bending physics here in terms of the salary cap. So, it's the same thing with the Lions. I know that everybody keeps going to the Lions going to get Myles Garrett. Well, they're going to have another $35 million a year pass rusher in Aiden Hutchinson in the not too distant future. He's eligible for a contract extension right now. And I would think Detroit at least has to give mind to, we should do this deal before Myles and Micah Parsons and Max Crosby and TJ Watt and maybe Trey Henderson all get 35 plus, because that's going to be even more expensive. No team I'm aware of has 2 $35 million pass rushers on their team. You just have to remember that in terms of the way the cap is set up. And yes, you can manipulate it, but the cap is real. Every dollar you spend hits the salary cap eventually here. Again, Nothing's impossible. There are ways to work it. I've just never seen a team invest that much money, particularly teams like the Eagles and Lions who have homegrown guys that they're going to pay.
Tom, thanks as always for your time.
You got it.
Grande latte for you.
Grande latte.
It's time now for an Infinity Sports Update with Andrew Bogusch.
Infinity Sports Network Sports Flash.
Susie, this update sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Your small business keeps you on the go. Progressive Commercial Insurance keeps your policy within reach with our easy-to-use mobile app. Learn more at progressivecommercial.com. The Matthew Stafford situation changing almost by the moment. The latest whispers from the Combine in Indy say Stafford may now stay with the Rams after flirting with the Raiders and Giants. Stafford and his current team expected to meet in L.A. today. As for those others, they've apparently discussed a 2-year deal with at least $90 million guaranteed with Stafford. And then there are the draftable QBs. If you don't like Shedeur Sanders, that's on you, says Deion's son.
When people say I'm not, one of the top quarterbacks or the top quarterback, is what are y'all going based off of? Because I did it year after year after year, then you see the progression. So it's like, obviously, it got to be some type of external hate that you have for the family, for the last name, for anything, because I know I proved myself on the field.
Miami QB Cam Ward has decided not to throw tomorrow in Indy, and women's number 5 UConn handled number 22 Creighton last night 72-53 to clinch their 5th Big East regular season title in a row. I'm Andrew Bogusch.
This is the Infinity Sports Network. Follow us on X. Our handle is INF Sports Network. That's INF Sports Network on X.
We crunch the numbers so you don't have to. This is WEEI 850 AM, Boston, an Odyssey station.
Don't let the urge to sing along to that catchy tune distract you from that truck drifting towards your lane or that lane-splitting biker creeping up beside you. Fortunately, every Hyundai offers advanced safety features that can alert you to potential dangers around you. And Hyundai has over 120 IIHS top safety awards since 2006 because Hyundai is always working to ensure the road doesn't get you. Hyundai vehicles have won over 120 IIHS top safety awards from 2006 to 2024.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Gain a global perspective and specialized skills that many of today's top employers are seeking with an MBA from University of Maryland Global Campus. Study online and complete your degree in just 16 months for about $21K. Choose from MBA specializations in global business, marketing, HR, finance, and more. Classes start March 12th. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-785-9132. That's 800-785-9132. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-785-9132.
Do you have a special needs child or an older adult in your home? The risk of them leaving the house unnoticed is real and terrifying. But you can protect your loved ones with Vivint Home Security.
Alarm on. Our child has autism. He doesn't usually elope, but one day he did, and it was the most terrifying moment of our lives.
If I didn't have a home security system, I would have realized way too late he's gone.
Right now, Vivint is offering a free doorbell camera with any new plan, plus free installation and low monthly monitoring plans. Smart locks, lights, cameras, and more makes Vivint Home Security the smartest way to protect your family and prevent a tragedy. Vivint is the #1 smart home service provider in the U.S. Protection is just a phone call away. Call 800-953-6693. That's 800-953-6693. Monthly service agreement required for free installation.
The IRS, the world's most aggressive collection agency. They can seize your property, bank account, and garnish your wages. They cause sleepless nights for millions of Americans. Don't be one of them. If you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS or state, get protected today. Call 800-242-3186. Coast One Tax Group, protecting your bank, home, and your sleep since 2008. With hundreds of 5-star reviews and an A+ on the Better Business Bureau. Call Coast One Tax Group, 800-242-3186. Stanley from New York owed $93,000. The IRS placed a levy on his bank account. Coast One released the levy and settled with the IRS for $2,000. Mark in Michigan owed $225,000. After Coast One stepped in, Mark walked away paying less than $1,500. Call Coast One now. A 10-minute call can save you up to 93% on your back taxes. Get your fresh start today. That's 800-242-3186.
Sponsored by Coast One Financial Group.
Insight, info, and trends. And oh yeah, lots of fun along the way. This is WEEI 850 AM, Boston, an Odyssey station.
All right, guys, here's a riddle for you. What do yoga mats, a toothbrush, and a Hyundai have in common? I will give you a moment, and that is up. If you guessed they're all fun, well-designed, and super useful, you guessed wrong. The answer is you can order all these things on Amazon. And the best part, you won't even have to break down a car-sized Amazon box after, because you'll pick up your Hyundai at the dealer. Hyundai, now available on Amazon. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for more details. Limited availability. Pick up at a participating Hyundai dealer in select markets. Now, there's a whole lot of like, I'll believe it when I see it. And this is going to be a, I'll believe it when I see it. Ryan Glass-Steagall says.
Yes. This
X,
is unbelievable.
Glass-Steagall.
Bill Belichick and UNC will be featured on off-season Hard Knocks after NFL Films could not find an NFL team to do it.
This is amazing.
After their debacle last year, sources tell at FOS. Now, let me just make this abundantly clear.
Front office sports, yeah. So
Front office sports.
This is like pretty legit.
It's pretty legit. I believe that they have a problem finding a team. I don't believe that Bill Belichick will say yes. Is this the girlfriend working? What's happening here?
No. You know what this is? So this is the 31 other teams being like, okay, we just saw how badly exposed that the Giants just got. And heaven forbid that we don't know this, but maybe we're shown to be as competent as they were in handling Saquon and completely fumbling all of that, right? And then this
nice use of fumbling, by the way.
And then this is Bill being like, oh, you don't want me in the NFL anymore? And I refused all those years to do Hard Knocks, and I was a jerk at the podium and the post games and on to Cincinnati? Watch this. Watch how awesome things are at UNC. Look how hilarious I am and gregarious and how everyone loves me. And watch me work. Watch me cook. This is what you're missing out on, NFL, by not blackballing, but
do you know how uncomfortable Bill is when he laughs?
Bill is actually hilarious.
I know, but this is
absolutely crush. And this is going to be hilarious. And look at my hot girlfriend and watch all my buddies. And we're building this program. This is going to be amazing.
This is going to be one of the greatest hot messes in the history of.
Hi, it's me, your USPS Ground Advantage shipment. Just left the warehouse and hitting the road.
I know. Just got the notification.
Great. Smooth sailing so far. I'm almost there.
Yes, I know. I get all the updates.
Made it. Safe and sound.
I know.
Well, did you know I was with USPS the whole time?
Oh, yeah. I know.
Keep your business in the know with the USPS Ground Advantage service. Visit USPS.com/in-the-know.
Welcome to TGL presented by SoFi, golf's newest league. It's sharp and it's electric. How is it sharp? How is it electric? Good questions. Try this on for size. 2 hours of hammer dropping, overtime, forcing, playoffs on the line, golf. With 24 of the best players from the PGA Tour, split into 6 teams. Atlanta, Boston, Jupiter, LA, New York, and the Bay. This isn't your average Sunday pickup game. Tune in to TGL Monday night, only on ESPN. Keep up. It's golf.
I have a secret. I use Secret Whole Body Deodorant because more than just my armpits stink.
Oh, can I use it where my bra rubs under my...
Oh, yeah.
And what about down there? You know, my...
Totally. 4 out of 5 gynecologists would recommend it. So I tried it, and now I get 72 hours of freshness. From my pits to my...
Ooh, I love that it's a spray.
Me too. And it comes in sticks and creams too. Go get your Secret Whole Body Deodorant.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
We're back in the Miller's front yard who recently switched to True Green.
Their lawn started looking like a golf course, and PGA Tour golfers started showing up.
Here's one now hitting out of this lush green grass. He has to avoid that sandbox to keep his round going. Oh, into the sand. It's a toy dump truck and rolls out.
Oh, the neighbors love the action on this True Green lawn.
Get a PGA Tour quality lawn for as little as $1 a day. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com. Exclusions apply. See TrueGreen.com for details.
Happy Monday.
For real?
Yeah, my Mondays feel a lot better since I found an amazing therapist.
Ugh, jealous. I really need to find a good therapist, but I don't know where to start.
Find and book the right therapist for you on ZocDoc. Look, the patient reviews say that Dr. Taylor is super compassionate, she's in network, and available tomorrow.
What would I do without you?
Probably look for a new job.
You've got options. Download the free ZocDoc app to book today.
Where'd you get those shoes? DSW has all the shoes you need for whatever you're into. You know, like running shoes that give new meaning to personal best. Or everyday sneakers that make coffee runs look cool. Basically, DSW has all the best styles from the brands that always get it right. Like Nike, Brooks, Timberland, and more. Oh yeah, did we mention they also happen to be the perfect price? Find a shoe for every you at your DSW store and DSW.com.
And just like that, gold prices hit yet another all-time highs. Investors, central banks, billionaires from all around the world are flocking to own physical gold and silver. And guess what? Your chance to get off the sidelines and join this bull market is right now. My name is Jeremy Blossom. I'm with Advantage Gold, the #1 customer-rated gold company in America. And we have a free gold investment guide to help you understand what's going on and, more importantly, how to own physical gold and silver. All you need to do is call us at 1-800-900-8000 today, and we'll rush you this guide. It's 1-800-900-8000. Get our free gold investment guide and learn why now is the right time to own physical gold and silver. And if you call now, you could also earn up to $1,000 in free silver. What are you waiting for? Get off the sidelines. Call 1-800-900-8000 today.
Paid for by Advantage Gold. Performance may vary. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Always consult your financial and tax professional.
Do you have a special needs child or an older adult in your home? The risk of them leaving the house unnoticed is real and terrifying. But you can protect your loved ones with Vivint Home Security.
Alarm on.
Our child has autism. He doesn't usually elope, but one day he did, and it was the most terrifying moment of our lives.
If I didn't have a home security system, I would have realized way too late he's gone.
Right now, Vivint is offering a free doorbell camera with any new plan, plus free installation and low monthly monitoring plans. Smart locks, lights, cameras, and more makes Vivint Home Security the smartest way to protect your family and prevent a tragedy. Vivint is the #1 smart home service provider in the U.S. Protection is just a phone call away. Call 800-953-6693. That's 800-953-6693. Monthly service agreement required for free installation.
This is The Bet, WEEI, 850 AM, Boston. Part of the Bet MGM Network. An Odyssey sports station and Boston's home for wagertainment.
Philadelphia Phillies. Big day. Garrett Crochet is on the mound. We'll have it for you. Cooper Boardman here with you. Rob Bradford in just a moment. We're promising special guests today. We're promising a great game, and we're promising Garrett Crochet, who makes his second start of the spring today against a bunch of big leaguers in the Phillies lineup. He'll face Trey Turner, Bryce Harper, Alec Boehm, and a few others for Philadelphia. Jesus Luzardo gets the start for the Phillies against the Kids at the top of the lineup. Red Sox lineup for the second straight day reads Roman Anthony playing center field and batting first, Christian Campbell in the 2-hole, and Marcelo Meyer in the 3 spot. And if you missed yesterday, they put on a show. So we'll see. Again, Crochet on the mound, Anthony Campbell and Meyer in the lineup. Rob Bradford will join us on the other side, and then we'll get you set for baseball. Once again, the Red Sox and the Phillies coming up in just a sec on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
When you're headed to Fenway this season, take everyone out to the ball game in a Ford SUV. Your New England Ford dealers have an award-winning lineup of SUVs, including the Bronco Sport, with its iconic styling and standard 4x4 capability, and the Explorer, with seating for up to 7. Check out all the great Ford SUV offers at buyfordnow.com. Your New England Ford dealers are proud to be an official sponsor of your Boston Red Sox.
This is Scott McFarland of McFarland Energy. While there's no shortage of companies offering heating oil delivery, boilers, furnaces, heat pumps, and air conditioning, we stand apart from the rest. Since opening our doors in 1946, our goal has been to deliver the best combination of price, expertise, and equipment to all of Eastern Mass and the Cape. This winter, consider McFarland Energy for your next oil delivery. You'll love our prices, and we'll treat you and your home like family. And don't forget to ask us about cleaner burning bioheat. Please visit us at McFarlandEnergy.com.
Now Taxes is using Credit Karma, where TurboTax Expert can do your taxes for you. They'll get your refund, so you can do more with it right in Credit Karma. Now this is taxes. Intuit Credit Karma with TurboTax. See guaranteed details at TurboTax.com/guarantees. Experts only available with TurboTax Live.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
You're listening to the Shaws and Star Market Red Sox Network
on WEEI.
Back in Clearwater, Red Sox and Phillies seconds away. But first, let's turn things over to the national anthem.
Once so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming.
That's a regular season quality national anthem here at Baycare Ballpark. On a Friday afternoon, Red Sox and Phillies just seconds away here today. Garrett Crochet on the mound once again against Jesus Luzardo. Got a regular season quality pitching matchup in this game, and Red Sox have the young players in the lineup against some of the stars for the Phillies. Again, Cooper Boardman and Rob Bradford here with you. As we get set for baseball, here's Rob with your lineups.
Cooper, it's so good to be here with you, and I'm going to go on a rant about spring training national anthems a little bit later, but for now, I'm going to give you the lineups for both teams. Roman Anthony's in center field. He's leading off. Christian Campbell's in left field today. Marcelo Meyer at shortstop. Our guy, Abraham Toro, at first base. David Hamilton at second base. Sebi Zavala is catching. Nick Sogard is playing third. Trace Thompson DHing, and Nate Eaton in right field with Garrett Crochet on the mound. For the Phillies, a very, very representative lineup for the Philadelphians. Trey Turner at shortstop. Bryce Harper playing first base. Alec Boehm is at third base. Nick Castellanos is playing right field. Max Kepler is at left. JT Realmuto is catching. Bryson Stott is your second baseman. Brandon Marsh in center field, and Johan Rojas at DH with the aforementioned Jesus Luzardo on the mound. And what I want to say was that was an excellent national anthem, because in spring training, Coop, a lot of times they go on and on and on and on. The fact, I documented one time, Wade Miley actually finished an entire inning faster than that day's national anthem.
My gosh.
That's just the first of many, many, many nuggets we'll be bringing you throughout this excellent day, excellent game, and it's just such an honor to be here with you.
Oh, back at you. So we went under 2 minutes and 10 seconds, just to be clear. That was the Super Bowl over-under.
Okay, yeah. So, but you know, this is their time to shine. But I felt like that one was regular, as you said, expertly said, regular season quality national anthem. And speaking of regular season quality, I mean, this between Garrett Crochet pitching and the lineup the Phillies are putting out there, this is pretty exciting stuff.
And this is exciting, too, because they've got their brand-new free agent, or really trade acquisition in the winter, Jesus Luzardo on the mound. He's making his spring debut, and he faces Roman Anthony to start the day. Here we go. First pitch to Roman Anthony is swung on, hit hard. The ground up the middle, behind second. Trey Turner fields, throws to first, dug out by Bryce Harper on the one hop. And Roman Anthony hit it hard, but is retired to begin the day. Red Sox, for the second straight day on this road trip, have a trio, as Rob just told you, of Anthony, Christian Campbell, and Marcelo Meyer at the top of their lineup. And they blitzed the Detroit Tigers yesterday. Campbell batting from the right side is the second man to hit, all the way back in the box. And he swings and misses on a first pitch from Luzardo. That was a 97-mile-an-hour sinker from the left-hander. Right hand hitting Campbell, still looking for that first hit of the spring. And he swings and fouls it back on the 0-1, count to 0-2.
Well, you see two pitches right there. Upper 90s, and Christian Campbell a little bit late on both of them. So we talked about this yesterday. This is a great opportunity for Christian Campbell to sort of see the next level of things.
No balls, 2 strikes. Luzardo comes home and gets a chopper foul third base side. That was an 88-mile-an-hour slider from Luzardo. We have in this game Crochet starting for the Red Sox. Obviously, Luzardo here, 2 of the best left-handed starters velocity-wise in the game. Luzardo out of the wind, steps back and comes home in 0-2. Is again knocked back foul, 98-mile-an-hour sinker upstairs.
Christian just a little tardy on some of these fastballs, but you know, it is so fun to watch these kids play. Anthony and Christian Campbell and Marcelo Meyer, and obviously Coop, Marcelo Meyer took center stage yesterday.
Sure. Walking around with some swag today pregame, and for good reason. Triple homer.
I mean, he's so confident that he didn't even feel it was necessary to do my promo.
The 0-2 is just low. Change up.
He's like, Roman, come over here. Bradfo needs you.
I did bury the lead. Roman Anthony is playing today with the baseball as a Borg sticker in his back pocket. 1-2 is check swing. Campbell went around, just rolled his wrist over the top of a changeup diving down and away, and he strikes out. Now 0 for 6 on the spring.
Man, you know, we are reminded about Luzardo, how nasty he is, and we talk so much about the Phillies Phillies, maybe they didn't do the shock and awe offseason of the Dodgers, but Luzardo was almost so early in the offseason, I think we forget what an impactful move that was.
Faces Marcelo Meyer, takes a fastball up high. Yeah, this is their 5 starter. Zach Wheeler, Christopher Sanchez, a great year last year, Aaron Nola, Ranger Suarez, and Luzardo. 1 ball, no strikes pitch from him. And Meyer swings, grounds it the other way, right at Turner. Always sure-handed. He clamps, throws high, but Harper pulls it down to end the inning. Anthony and Meyer hit a couple of hard ground balls, but nothing to show for it. We are through half an inning here in Clearwater. No score on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Just like our hometown legends of the Diamond, Herb Chambers has been hitting it out of the park for decades with legendary customer service. With over 35 brands and so many locations, Herb Chambers offers the largest inventory of cars, trucks, and SUVs in New England. You can always count on getting the lowest prices and best value. And at Herb Chambers, you always get more for your trade. Come see for yourself and experience our legendary customer service today. Herb Chambers. We don't sell cars. We help people buy them.
This is Scott McFarlane of McFarlane Energy. While there's no shortage of companies offering heating oil delivery, boilers, furnaces, heat pumps, and air conditioning, we stand apart from the rest. Since opening our doors in 1946, our goal has been to deliver the best combination of price, expertise, and equipment to all of Eastern Mass and the Cape. This winter, consider McFarlane Energy for your next oil delivery. You'll love our prices, and we'll treat you and your home like family. And don't forget to ask us about cleaner burning bioheat. Please visit us at McFarlaneEnergy.com.
It's Elliot from Jordan's Furniture. Go to your closet to see if you have a prom dress and bring it to any Jordan store, Antoine's Cleaners, or Enterprise Bank. And that dress will be given to a teen in need. Your closet will be cleaner, and your heart will be fuller, and I thank you.
Your old or broken phone can let you down. But at Verizon, trade in any old phone from our top brands and get iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence, with a new line on My Plan, and iPad and Apple Watch Series 10. After all, you don't want your old phone to die on you when you're lost.
Perfect.
Or for your broken phone to glitch at the worst possible time.
Hey, can I get your number?
Oh. Trade in your old phone for a brand new iPhone 16 Pro, iPad, and Apple Watch. Visit Verizon.com today. Additional terms apply. Service plan required for Apple Watch and iPad.
You're listening to Red Sox Spring Training Baseball on the Shaws and Star Market Red Sox Network. This is WEEI.
Garrett Crochet is on for the bottom of the first inning. Just missed high with the fastball to Trey Turner at 97. His second pitch of the day is just inside with the cutter at 91. And the count 1-1. Bottom of the first inning, no score. Red Sox and Phillies on the road in Clearwater today. And Garrett Crochet makes his second start of the spring, facing Trey Turner to lead it off. The pitch is fouled back, count to 2-1. Crochet, talk about regular season quality. Crochet versus Trey Turner, Bryce Harper, Alec Bowman, Nick Castellanos at the top of the Phillies lineup. 2 balls and 1 strike. Big lefty from the line, kicks the leg and gets a swing and a miss. Cutter that Turner waved over the top of.
And for people who aren't familiar with Garrett Crochet, haven't seen him pitch a whole lot, his presence on the mound is just different. He is an enormous human being.
2-2 is swung on and missed. Got the chase from Turner, another cutter. And there's the first out, first strikeout of the day for Garrett Crochet.
Some of these pitches where you see Crochet, and whether it's you're talking about the slider, where you're talking about that, the cutter, whether you're talking about the high 90s fastball, it is amazing. You're thinking, how does anyone hit this? And there's not a lot of pitchers like that, but with him, when he throws a baseball, you're like, how does anyone hit this? And you see that hitter reaction from a guy like Trey Turner.
February 28th, Garrett Crochet deals to Bryce Harper and gets strike 1 with a cutter. Remember, that cutter was a pitch that he didn't really throw until last year. He added it and averaged 92 miles an hour, second hardest cutter by a lefty in baseball. Second pitch, swing and a miss, another cutter. And Harper was, that time, behind 93 miles an hour. Only Carlos Rodon throws a harder cutter among left-handers in baseball. Starters, 0-2. And he gets a chopper foul from Bryce Harper.
Well, you know, a guy like Bryce Harper also looks at this game a little bit different because you want to get ready for a season. This is a great way to do it. That's the same thing with the Red Sox hitters in live BP the other day.
Garrett Crochet leers over the mitt, kicks and fires, and it's lined into right field for a hit by Bryce Harper. Left a sweeper up, the first sweeper of the day from the lefty Crochet, and Bryce Harper with a quick twitch took it into right field for a 1-out single.
Yeah, I think that's the second one he's thrown. It just left it up over the plate and didn't get to the outside corner quite enough. And Harper is, I don't know if you know this, he's a good hitter.
He was hit by a pitch yesterday. He was really angry about getting hit by a pitch yesterday. As the pitch is swung on, hit high and hard by Alec Boehm to right field. Nate Eaton is under it. Backtracking makes the catch a step in front of the warning track. And there are 2 down to the first inning.
Well, it's 98 right there. And that's where he's going to sit, 98, 99. Even in live BP, it was coming in at 99. Aroldis Chapman also threw that live BP at 100. I mean, there's no easing into March with these guys.
Now he faces right-hand hitting Nick Castellanos from the stretch. Garrett Crochet deals and gets a swing and a miss on another cutter at 94. It was a cutter that really changed everything for Crochet last year as he became a starter. Gave him something to beat up on right-handed hitters with. And he did. No balls in a strike. Crochet comes home and gets another swing and a miss on another cutter. So he's working that early.
Yeah, there you go. And there's some familiarity with his catcher today, Sebi Zavala, who caught him back at the Chicago White Sox.
Bryce Harper leads off first. Crochet a strike away from a scoreless first inning. The 0-2 is cut on and missed by Castellanos. Blitzed him up high at 99. 2 Ks and a scoreless first inning for Garrett Crochet. And we're expecting him to pitch 2 more innings today. We go to the second, no score. On the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
With all the money you can save on gas when you use the Club Citgo Rewards app, you're good to go. But good to go where? Good to go fly first class?
Hot towel.
Cool. Good to go to the opera. Good to sit ringside at a boxing match. Good to go salsa dancing? Tap dancing? Or polka dancing? Download Citgo's money-saving Club Citgo app today. The easiest way to save money on fuel. Now you're good to go.
This is Scott McFarlane of McFarlane Energy. While there's no shortage of companies offering heating oil delivery, boilers, furnaces, heat pumps, and air conditioning, we stand apart from the rest. Since opening our doors in 1946, our goal has been to deliver the best combination of price, expertise, and equipment to all of Eastern Mass and the Cape. This winter, consider McFarlane Energy for your next oil delivery. You'll love our prices, and we'll treat you and your home like family. And don't forget to ask us about cleaner burning bioheat. Please visit us at McFarlaneEnergy.com.
Baseball is back and the team is stacked. Money was spent, players were at it, and from what we can see, everything looks perfect. Aha! But what about what we can't see? It's just like your drains and pipes. The ugly, nasty, sometimes stinky truth is often the one you don't see at first. Drains by James is your expert residential and commercial drain and pipelining service. We'll find it, clean it, and get it back to new. Available 24/7. Drains by James. We give a poop about your pipes.
It's here. The prime rib dinner is back at the Nines. 16 ounces of slow roasted USDA choice prime rib served with your choice of 2 sides. Available every Friday after 4 p.m. and all day Saturday and Sunday. You're going to love the Nines.
The Greg Hill Show, weekdays, 5:30 to 10.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
First pitch of the second inning is a fastball for a called strike to right-hand hitting Abraham Toro. From the Phillies left-handed starter Jesus Luzardo. Scoreless game, Red Sox and Phillies in Clearwater. Second pitch from Luzardo is cut on and missed. Count to 0-2 with Rob Bradford. Cooper Boardman, second game on the road in as many days for the Sox. Big win yesterday over the Tigers.
A big win over the Tigers and big win with a seafood meal after.
0-2. People would not believe how much butter you had on your hands last night.
Well, I'll just say that when you have a meal and they deliver you scissors, you know you got something good coming your way.
1-2. Swinging a hard ground ball left side, right at the third baseman Boehm, who scoops and fires to first to retire Toro for the first out of the top of the second inning. It was crazy. They brought Bradford the scissors, and we were all sitting there like, what is this for?
Yeah. I never used the scissors. So basically what they said it was for was to cut the crab legs. I think that's like sort of the last result. Next thing was like an axe.
David Hamilton batting now, left on left against Luzardo. And a first pitch strike off speed.
A lot of David Hamilton talk today, Coop.
It's all about David Hamilton.
Scratches right where you itch.
He had a big day yesterday. No balls, a strike pitch, check swing, and David left it off the plate. Hamilton yesterday hit a home run, crushed it to right field. He told you that's among the hardest hit balls ever.
Yeah, I think it probably is the hardest hit because between the elevation and the exit velocity.
1-1. He swings and pops it up behind second. Should be easy for Trey Turner, who drifts out and puts it away for the second out.
Yeah, wind update for those looking for, as we said, the aforementioned over-unders. Wind is blowing out to right field. Pretty much the same as it was yesterday in Lakeland. But I want to go back to Hamilton. Alex Cora talked a lot about David Hamilton before the game today. And, when we were trying to project the roster, one thing that I think has gotten onto the radar, which Cora surfaced, was they need a backup shortstop. And David Hamilton is pretty much it. So if you want to do your mock rosters, I would put David Hamilton on it.
Yeah, I think so, too. Right-hand hitting catcher Sebi Zavala cuts and misses out in front of a changeup from Luzardo. And it makes a lot of sense, and I know he really struggled at shortstop throwing the ball last year, but he's a good defensive second baseman. 0-1, cut on and missed, 0-2 to Zavala. I don't think he's going to play there every single day. A little bit too left-handed in the lineup, but he can play there. He can play the outfield. He can play shortstop. And obviously the speed element is nuts. 0-2 from Luzardo. Misses high, 1-2.
Well, he's also, he's going to play outfield. He's going to play center field as well. We see Christian Campbell out in left field for the first time today. But, one of the other thing I thought was this, I don't know if it meant that much, but I asked him when Bregman's going to play second.
Pitch, swing and a miss, to end the inning.
And he said there's no timetable for that, and that's what we're waiting for, right, to see how all this shift shakes out. But these two pitchers, man, they're pretty good.
Garrett Crochet pitches when we come back. No score, bottom two on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
This is Scott McFarland of McFarland Energy. While there's no shortage of companies offering heating oil delivery, boilers, furnaces, heat pumps, and air conditioning, we stand apart from the rest. Since opening our doors in 1946, our goal has been to deliver the best combination of price, expertise, and equipment to all of Eastern Mass and the Cape. This winter, consider McFarland Energy for your next oil delivery. You'll love our prices, and we'll treat you and your home like family. And don't forget to ask us about cleaner burning bioheat. Please visit us at McFarlandEnergy.com.
A must for this week's grocery list. Boneless chicken is on sale at Shaws and Star Market. Today through Thursday, get value pack all natural Signature Farms boneless chicken breast or thighs for just $2.47 a pound when you use a digital coupon. Limit 2. When you shop with the Shaws app, you get amazing deals and earn points on every purchase. Short on time, order ahead for free curbside pickup or get delivery. Don't miss boneless chicken on sale. Shaws and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh.
Now Taxes is using Credit Karma, where TurboTax Expert can do your taxes for you. They'll get your refund, so you can do more with it right in Credit Karma. Now this is taxes. Intuit Credit Karma with TurboTax. See guaranteed details at turbotax.com/guarantees. Experts only available with TurboTax Live.
1-800-VISIT-DOG. Hi, I'm James Pratt from Basement Technologies. If you've ever had water in your basement, it's likely to happen again. So stop the madness and call 1-800-VISIDOG. Our patented waterproofing systems keep moisture out of your basement, giving you more living space and increasing the value of your home. Call 1-800-VISIDOG or visit 1-800-VISIDOG.com and keep your basement dry for good.
We're right back to the Sox. You're listening to the Shaws and Star Market Red Sox Network
on WEEI.
Garrett Crochet on for the second inning. Missed with a first pitch fastball upstairs to Max Kepler. Garrett struck out two men in the first inning and now faces his fifth batter of the day, left on left to 1-0. That is just off with a cutter that dipped outside. No score. Red Sox and Phillies. Jesus Luzardo on one side for Philadelphia looks unreal. And, Garrett Crochet does too. 2 balls and no strikes. He winds and he fires. And he missed up and in at 97. Count to 3-0 on Kepler.
You can see a little bit of frustration from Crochet missing on that pitch. He doesn't hide his emotions when he does not find the location that he doesn't want.
A little bit more deliberate in between these pitches. He took a big deep breath, fires a 3-0 for a strike. Took a little something off that cutter. It was only 89 for a called strike 1. That was his only frustration with his first outing. He just didn't feel like he threw enough strikes. 3-1. Swing and a fly ball foul off to the left. 27 pitches on Sunday, but said he just didn't have enough in the way of first pitch strikes. He got ahead of Turner, Harper, and Bohm. He was behind here on Max Kepler, but he's thrown consecutive strikes to get to 3-2. And now he's a strike away from the third strikeout in 4 outs. Here it comes. And he gets a chopper. Slowly hit, bouncing at the first baseman, Toro, who gloves and flips to a covering Crochet for the first out of the second inning.
We were talking earlier about some of the stuff that Cora said before the game. Obviously, we talked a lot about David Hamilton. He'll see some time in the outfield, center field particularly. But I was mentioning when I asked him about when was there a plan to see Bregman in games as second baseman, it's like right now, no, they didn't have anything scheduled, which I kind of expected there would be something scheduled because this is when they're moving guys around.
Right-hand hitting catcher JT Realmuto takes it outside.
But some of the other updates, Yoshida is going to get in games as a hitter, not ready to go in the field because of the throwing program, but he will be hitting in games shortly. William Abreu also cleared for baseball stuff.
1-0 is low. And hallelujah on that one, right? I mean, for as long as he's had this GI thing going on, so as long as that's been going on, you know, you're kind of sitting here like we're getting kind of deep into this, you know, at the beginning of March, and Willier still hasn't picked up a bat to swing. So that'll change immediately. 2-0 is on the inside quarter for a strike, and Willier's been in the clubhouse and looks pretty good.
Yeah, and so you're getting these guys back, even Bayo's on target. You know, really the only guy that you say he's not going to be ready for opening day is Cutter Crawford.
Pitch low, 3-1.
I mean, Yoshida maybe, because if you say, well, he's going to have to play in the field, maybe he won't be ready to play in the field, so maybe they'll draw back a little bit. But for pretty much everybody else, unless I'm missing someone, I don't think so.
Yeah, the Bayo news today was big. 3-1 is inside for ball 4, and it's the first walk dealt by Crochet in the outing.
I think one of the things when Crochet, I'm going to go down and talk to him right after he comes out, but he's probably not going to be thrilled with this command. He's just a little bit off. You can see a little bit of frustration. His stuff is there, certainly, but as he was saying the last time out and even the live BP, he really is obsessing of getting ahead of the count.
Left-hander Crochet, man off first for Bryson Stott, who takes low. Yeah, he gave the numbers to us after his first outing, 0-1 versus 1-0, and literally what the stats are. Man off first, 1 down, and a 1-0 count. Garrett Crochet versus Stott. Pitch is inside 2-0. He told us that the difference between 0-1 and 1-0, as catcher Zavala goes out there to talk to Crochet, is a 20% walk rate versus a 20% strikeout rate. So if he gets 0-1, his strikeouts go up 20%. If he goes 1-0, his walks go up 20%.
And really, that's the Tampa Bay Rays model. And everyone talks about what's the secret sauce of the Tampa Bay Rays, and they say it's that. It's throw the first pitch for a strike. And I know that a lot of teams, a lot of players prioritize that, but they don't do it. But the Tampa Bay Rays, they deliver the message. It's accepted. They get the results. They set the catcher's mitt right down the middle of the plate. They don't mess around.
Count 2 balls and no strikes here to Stott. Looking for a strike. And he just missed upstairs. It was a competitive miss at 98. But it's 3-0. Went 3-2 on Kepler to start the inning. Then walked Realmuto on a 3-1. Now he's 3-0 to Stott. And the pitch is inside for ball 4. So he walks consecutive men on 9 pitches.
You don't want to pat the head on that one? No.
It was close. It was close.
Yeah.
Well, and then the other part of that Tampa Bay Rays that you're talking about is like, with all of his pitches, when he throws strikes, nobody hits them. So even if somebody's going to swing first pitch, you know, the best somebody hit against a pitch last year was his cutter, and they only hit 268 against his cutter. 2 on, 1 down. Brandon Marsh is the batter. He takes outside for ball 1.
Right there, he just yanked that one, and he knows it. He's a little bit frustrated. He's taking, as you said, Coop, he's taking a little bit more time between pitches. Just a little bit out of sorts right now.
Man off first and second still. Left hand hitting Brandon Marsh. He takes again inside. He just doesn't quite have it strike zone wise right here.
And really, he's mixing up the pitches. He had to groove, as you said, a slower cutter just to get back into account one time, and you can't really find it with any of these pitches.
2 balls and no strikes. He comes home and nabs the outside corner with a 99-mile-an-hour four-seam fastball.
Yeah, when in doubt, throw the 99-mile-an-hour pitch right down the middle.
God. 16 strikes, 14 balls in the first 30 pitches for Crochet. 2 balls and 1 strike, and the pitch to Marsh is caught on and missed. And I mean, you see the complete difference, right? Like when he throws balls, guys take their base, obviously. When he throws strikes, there's almost nobody on earth that can touch him.
Yeah, it's just different, and it's not just that one fastball. It's a few different pitches, just different.
2-2 is just off. Ooh. And I think the Red Sox are going to challenge. Zavala did. So let's see if Garrett Crochet gets his first.
Here we go.
So called the ball on the field. It's a 3-2 count. If it's a strike, then it's a strikeout. We look at the board. It's a strike. You got the outside corner. Third K for Garrett Crochet. Took a little extra time, but he's got it. Yeah, they're 2 down.
Well, this is a great example of when you should use that, because Seby Zavala knows his pitchers have a hard time throwing strikes. If you can get a strike right there, it changes the dynamic, which is exactly what it did. Good call by him. Good job, Seby.
So 2 on, 2 out. Johan Rojas, right hand hitting DH, takes low.
And also, if he feels that the umpire is squeezing Crochet at all, maybe that also makes the umpire think twice about his strike zone.
And I think that's something that, just anecdotally at AAA, I think we did see that. 1-0 is a strike. Four-seam fastball at the knees at 98. I think we saw that anecdotally at AAA where, sometimes early in a game the zone would be a little bit too small or a little bit too big. You use a challenge, you get it right, and the umpire has to adjust. They have to make sure their zone is correct. 1-1 fly foul off to the right.
Well, how can you not, as a human being, as an umpire, rethink what you're doing when you miss a call? And you say, hey, listen, I see the pitcher, he's questioning me, the catcher's chirping. All of a sudden now they're proved that I'm wrong, and then maybe I got to adjust things.
Real Muto leads off second. Stott off first for the Phillies. 1-2 is again flown foul off to the right from Crochet. Red Sox and Phillies were in the bottom of the second inning, just underway in Clearwater. 80 degrees at first pitch. This place is packed.
Oh, yeah. This is, you talk about Citizens Bank, it's next level in terms of fandom, but this place in terms of spring training fandom is also next level.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Garrett Crochet comes home and gets a tapper foul again by Rojas.
I mean, there is no room on the berm. No room on the berm today, Coop.
Little flecks of green, a lot of towels out there. There's not a long sleeve shirt in sight on this 80-degree day in Florida. 1 ball and a couple of strikes. Another one from Crochet is a fastball high check swing, and Rojas didn't go on the point down to first base umpire James Hoy.
I did wear a long sleeve shirt yesterday, but I'm contractually obligated not to do it 2 days in a row to show off my tattoo.
You got a big time shirt here going on.
Yeah, this is my cruise wear shirt.
He's got a light green, some pink palm trees. Pitch is, just off, and Zavala challenges. So Crochet tried to put a cutter on the outside corner. Dan Moselle, the home plate umpire, called it a ball. And again, if this is a strike, it'll be another K. So let's see. Up at the board, it's a ball just off.
And that's what I loved also. It shows you the exact distance it's outside the strike zone. In that case, 0.7 inches.
Tells you how good the umpires are, too. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runners going, and the pitch is a fastball check swing. Didn't go again. Rojas pulled the bat back. And I think that's going to be the last pitch for Crochet. Alex Cora's walking out of the first base side dugout. And for the second straight outing, just couldn't get that last out for Garrett Crochet. A day where he struggled to throw strikes. He flashed the big-time stuff. He hit 99 but he leaves with the bases loaded and 2 outs and a new pitcher coming into the game. We'll step aside for a pitching change. Bottom of the second inning in a scoreless game on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Come visit CCL Homescape Showroom in Abington this year to experience our state-of-the-art kitchen showroom. At CCL Homescapes, our design team listens, understands your family's needs, and stays on the pulse of trends. We work with you to create a beautiful and efficient space that your family will enjoy for years to come. Our showroom is open 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday and 8 a.m. to noon on Saturday. Go to cclco.com to learn more about how we can create the kitchen of your dreams. cclco.com.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. Your car, running or not, can be picked up as soon as the next day. No title, no problem. Go to carsforkids.org today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Garrett Crochet exits, 2 outs into the bottom of the second inning. We're scoreless between the Sox and the Phillies on the road in Clearwater today. So Crochet goes 1 2/3 innings. He strikes out 3, but he walks 3. And that was the issue. 41 pitches. So he jumps up from his first spring training start. But he threw 22 strikes and 19 balls. We'll hear what he has to say. Rob Bradford's going to talk to him and then report back a little bit later on. And Crochet leaves the bases loaded with 2 outs in this second inning. And the right-hander Christopher Troy is on. And this is a matchup only made in spring training. Christopher Troy, minor leaguer, against Trey Turner. First pitch is a fastball just beneath the zone to Turner. Troy was in Double-A Portland all of last year. Now he's standing on the mound with the bases loaded against an all-star shortstop, Trey Turner. 1 ball, no strikes, in the pitch is way high. Fastball that got away. And he goes 2-0 on Turner. Real Muto on third. Bryson Stott leads off first. Johan Rojas off of first. Stott off of second. Nobody being held on with 2 outs. And a 2-0 that Turner swings and fouls back a high cutter.
A little behind the scenes, Coop. We thought that perhaps that was going to be it for Crochet. But, we forget he might come back out.
All right. 2 balls and 1 strike, 2 outs. Pitch, swing and a miss, so the count to 2-2.
We get to see my guy, Christopher Troy, former Arizona Fall League correspondent.
He's 1 strike away from Kang Trey Turner with the bases juiced. Big right-hander from the stretch. Sets just above the belt, takes a big deep breath and fires. Gets a foul back from Turner.
It's funny, we talk about Crochet being an imposing figure on the mound. Christopher Troy is an imposing figure on the mound. Big,
kind of a burly sort.
No. Burly sort is out of shape. Christopher Troy definitely is not out of shape.
6'4", 225. Muscles home. And gets a swing and a miss. He just K'd Trey Turner with the bases loaded to end the second inning. We hit the third, no score between the Red Sox and the Phillies on Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Winter weather can be frightful, but Shaws and Star Market's pickup and delivery, delightful. To help with snow days and driving delays, Shaws and Star Market offer free curbside pickup or get delivery. That's right, just order ahead and Shaws and Star Market will have your groceries ready for you curbside, or they can deliver right to your door. These convenient pickup and delivery services are available year-round to help you when you need it most. Download the app now. Shaws and Star Market can save you time and money.
If you're a heating, cooling, or oil burner technician looking for a much better opportunity, it's time to talk to my guy, Scott McFarland at McFarland Energy. Up to $2,400 in safety bonuses every year. See McFarlandEnergy.com/careers.
I'm Carl. I'm 68 years old, and I lost 40 pounds thanks to Awaken 180 weight loss. And looking at pictures, I realized that my color wasn't good. I looked bloated, constantly tired, out of breath. It got to the point where I decided it was time to pick up the phone and call Awaken 180. The combination of the diet and the coaching really pushed me over the top. My self-confidence soared. I'm walking, I'm working out. Instead of 68, I feel like I'm 28. I just had my annual physical and my doctor looked at my blood pressure and he said, "What did you do? What happened?" And I explained that I'm on the Awaken 180 program. I've never felt so good in my life. And as somebody that sometimes likes to take the shortcut, I didn't have to do that with this program. Awaken 180 is my solution for weight loss.
Paul's solution for weight loss. My solution for weight loss. Teddy J here. Lower blood pressure, increased confidence, feeling years younger. Want the same results? Then do what we did and make your own 180 at awaken180weightloss.com. Awaken180weightloss.com.
Jones and Keith.
Weekdays 10 to 2.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Top 3 Red Sox and Phillies. No score from Baycare Ballpark in Clearwater, along with Rob Bradford, Cooper Boardman. Red Sox have 7, 8, and 9 coming up. Nick Sogard, Trace Thompson, and Nate Eaton. Sox went 6 up, 6 down against Jesus Luzardo, who's excellent. Garrett Crochet left and out early in the second inning. We'll see if maybe he comes back out for the third as Nick Sogard takes outside.
Yeah, we were wondering about that. You know, if he would. We did not factor that in when we thought it was going to be it for Garrett Crochet. I love that spring training rule, though.
1-0, check swing, fastball high, 2-0.
Because ultimately, this is what it's all about. It's all about just not overextending yourself, not getting hurt, but also getting your work in.
Michael Mercado, new Phillies pitcher, winds and fires and misses outside, 3-0 on Sogard. Crochet hit 41 pitches. He threw 20 plus in that second inning, so didn't want to overextend. 3-0's inside for ball 4. Nick Sogard has a leadoff walk to start the third.
It is amazing. I still keep coming back to that ABS call where, you know, it's 3-2. If they get that call, they call for the review, and it's 0.7 inches outside the strike zone. If he gets it, he's out of the inning. That's it.
Telling you, and the drama of the moment.
I love it. I mean, I really do.
Man on for Trace Thompson. He takes strike 1 from Mercado.
I love that aspect of it where they put it up on the screen for the entire fans to see. And we always talk about that when in replay, like, be a little bit more transparent.
No balls, 1 strike. Right hand hitting Trace Thompson with the man on. He swings and misses, late on a cutter. It's 0-2. Well, and it's also like the emotional swings of the whole deal are so interesting, right? As a pitcher, hey, you think you have strike 3 to get out of a big jam. Then you lose strike 3, have to kind of calibrate and then get the strike. 0-2 fouled off to the right. As a hitter, you think you're still alive, and then all of a sudden your bat's over just like that.
It's also when it comes to the catchers, some of these catchers I would love to see at the end of the day, okay, what's your percentage of getting it right? Or your percentage of getting it wrong.
No balls and a couple of strikes. Sogard off first pitch is low. You know, it is interesting. They gave the AAA numbers over the extended sample size last year, and umpires were right more than the players by a decent percentage.
Really?
Which,
that's, I mean, good for the umpires.
Yeah, which of course doesn't line up with, angry Twitter people, but 1-2 is high, 2-2.
Nothing really lines up with angry
Yeah, that's
Twitter
actually a very
people.
good point. But, it is literal proof that the umpires are better than everyone thinks that they are.
Well, even, you hear some of the umpires defend even guys like Angel Hernandez.
2-2. Thompson cuts and misses late on a 97-mile-an-hour fastball from Mercado. 1 down in the third.
Alex Cora talked about that before the game. The Trace Thompson, who's had a good spring so far, hit a home run and a double yesterday, but he says this comes down to putting the bat in the ball. Athletic outfielder with pop, but he has to make more contact.
Nick Sogard still on first. No runs in the game yet. Third inning. And Mercado faces Nate Eaton, right-hand hitting right fielder, the 9-man. Mercado steps off, throws over. Sogard slides back.
I got to be honest with you. Like, when I walk in the clubhouse, I see Trace Thompson. I immediately want to start grilling him about, hey, Steph Curry scored 56 last night. Thoughts?
I continue to believe, pitch to Eaton is low. I've seen Trace now like the last 3 years in AAA. Obviously, now we're around him here at Big League Camp. Every time I see him, I think, oh, Klay Thompson. Like, that's Klay Thompson.
Yeah. I love the fact, we talked about this, I love the fact that he doesn't shy away from talking about it.
1-0. Eaton takes inside, 2-0.
You know, and he said that he chose baseball really early, and this wasn't like a, hey, I'm good at basketball, my brother's good at basketball. No, he was good at baseball. He chose it very, very early in life.
2-0 high, 3-0.
And he was, you know, he played basketball and football, but it was for him, according to Trace, it was very clear that baseball was going to be his path.
Michael Mercado in a 3-0 count. Roman Anthony's on deck. And the pitch is high for ball 4. Nate Eaton has a walk, and we've got 2 men on for Roman Anthony.
Seems like a great time to hit a home run.
Bradfo, once again, if you're just joining us, welcome. Bradfo gave Roman Anthony a baseball isn't boring sticker. I'm told right now, this exact instant, it's sitting in his back pocket.
That's what your sources are telling you?
That's just what sources are saying.
I mean, I've said many times, Luis Arise carries around his sticker in his back pocket, his uniform, every single game.
2 on, 1 out. Roman takes outside.
That would be a pretty good example that if you do that, good things are going to happen, because he's one of the best hitters in baseball. It's science.
1 ball, no strikes. Roman Anthony batting. And the pitch from Mercado. His swung on and miss. Oh, he was swinging for it, Rob.
He felt the magic coursing through his veins. I don't want to put too much pressure on him. Just let the sticker do the work.
Yeah. I could believe that maybe he's not thinking about it right now. Who knows? 1 ball, 1 strike. Anthony takes inside. I mean, he's got to give him something to hit.
I know. Come on. But it was amazing when I saw Luis Arise at the All-Star game. I went to give him a sticker, and he just reaches in his back pocket. It's like, no, I carry this around. That was a cool moment, not gonna lie.
2 balls and a strike. Pitch to Roman Anthony is fouled back. I mean, he's taking. Is it boring out?
That's exactly what that is. Hold it down. Yeah.
I want royalties.
Those swings are not boring.
No.
Rafael Devers has baseballs and boring hacks.
Yeah.
Those swings aren't boring.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch to Roman. It bounced in 58 feet. I mean, you got to get it there. 3-2. Christian Campbell, Marcelo men on first and second with 1 out in the third. Hard-throwing right-hander against Roman Anthony. Payoff pitch. Here comes. And he takes 4.
What an eye.
Patience isn't boring. Patience is loaded for Christian Campbell.
Oh, goodness. Get the T-shirts printed up quick. Patience isn't boring.
I'm not sure the walk rate baseball isn't boring shirts are going to sell.
I tell you what, ABS is not boring. I will say this. The instant replay, of course, if you put it on a T-shirt, people will be like, what are you talking about?
A bases juice. Christian Campbell takes strike 1. 97 dotted on the outside corner. Sogard on third, Eaton on second, Anthony on first.
Yeah, we'll see. He's had some trouble with some fastballs the last couple of days. See what he does with this one.
The 0-1. Campbell takes outside. Remember, he's 0 for 6 training.
Never going to recover from that. You know, a player named David Ortiz was about 30 in spring training.
Consider McFarland Energy for your next oil delivery. You'll love our prices, and we'll treat you and your home like family. And don't forget to ask us about cleaner burning bioheat. Please visit us at McFarlandEnergy.com.
Hi, I'm James Pratt from Basement Technologies. Find out how fast and inexpensive it is to keep your basement dry for good. Don't let rain cause damage to your home. Call 1-800-BUSY-DOG or visit 1-800-BUSYDOG.com and keep your basement dry for good.
Art, Fitzy, and Johnson.
Weekdays 2 to 6.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Red Sox 3, Phillies 1. As we go to the top of the fourth inning, Nick Sogard, switch hitter batting from the left, leads off. And a first pitch is outside from new Phillies arm, Koyo Aoyagi. Japanese right-hander making his Phillies debut right now. And he has one of the most bizarre motions to the plate I've ever seen. Pitch is inside. Did he hit Sogard? No, just missed him inside. Aoyagi, who was an opening day starter in Japan last year, was one of the best pitchers in Nippon Professional Baseball last year, is pitching his first game in Major League Baseball right now. 2-0 swing, hammered center field off the bat of Sogard. Long run Marsh, it's over his head, and it's off the wall on a one-hop. Sogard tears around first, and he stands on second with a very loud leadoff double in the fourth. Nick Sogard hype train just in time as Rob Bradford returns.
I missed I was jumping on board the Nick Sogard hype train. I caught it just as I was leaving the station.
We'll have you. We'll allow you to be there.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah, just we got back up from. I appreciate you filling in for me, doing the work of two men.
It was pretty much impossible to fill your entertainment value.
I hope you didn't put too much pressure on yourself.
Trace Thompson takes ball one. So what did Garrett Crochet have to say?
Yeah, I went down to see Garrett Crochet. First question I had of him was how big his cleats were, because he was taking them off. I'm like, those things are enormous. Size 14.
Wow. 1-0. Oh, Yagi misses inside.
Yeah, so in a nutshell, we can probably hear some of the sound. The great Joe Braverman can feed it as we go along in this broadcast. But, you know, I think that my takeaways was that overall he was pretty happy. You know, if he just eliminates looking at the box score, he was happy with his stuff. He said, you know, he went away from, he told Bailey.
2-0 swing, line drive, center field, another hit. Sogard had to hold. He gets to third and is held up there by Kyle Hudson. Trace Thompson with a loud single. Yeah, back-to-back knocks.
A couple lines that stood out for me from Crochet were that he told Bailey, he said, listen, you know, I got to stop working on stuff and start competing. You know, and, you know, he knows sort of what it worked for him and what rhythms and patterns and pitches work for him. And he just wants to get out and compete. And speaking of that, you know, we talked a lot about, well, hey, you had this drive up here, 3-hour drive. We came in last night, but still it's a 3-hour drive. And you know, why did you do this? And he's like, I was really looking forward to facing this Phillies lineup. I mean, this is one of the best lineups in baseball, and to get that opportunity was everything for him.
Men on the corners, nobody out for Nate Eaton. He takes a slider outside.
You know, he talked also about the ABS system. He said, you know, the call that he actually ended up getting that Zavala had called for, said, I had thrown that pitch a bunch of times before and wasn't getting the call. I was like, what's going on? Is it maybe I should have asked for it before?
1-0 is low. 2-0. I agree with him for the record. Maybe that, you know, 41 pitches, 22 strikes would look a little bit better. Sogard off third, Thompson off of first. Nobody out. We're in the fourth inning in Clearwater. 2-0. And outside again, 3-0 to Nate Eaton. We've seen 33 batters in this game, Brad Foe. We've had 10 walks in the game. Not great, Bob.
No, that's not conducive to us getting back to Fort Myers.
3-0. Ball 4.
There you go.
11th walk in the game.
Can we challenge every single pitch here? I mean,
and now pitching coach Caleb Cotham's going to go out there along with a translator for Koyo Aoyagi.
But I think that Excellent work, by the way.
Yeah.
But, I think that when we went down there and we're sort of expecting Crochet to be not upset, but not happy, not having finished out the 2 innings and reaching the pitch count that he did. But he was pretty content, I think, overall. I think he wanted to get to look at some of the analytics, dive into all the pitches with Bailey, but I think he felt like this was a step in the right direction. And he did not go out to the bullpen after and throw extra pitches. He said, sort of attempted, but he said, if I went out there, I would have thrown like 50 more pitches. So, wouldn't have been good.
You look at the stuff breakdown, and we get all the stats today in a minor league ballpark. He throws 4 pitches, 4-seamer, cutter, sinker, and sweeper. He sat 99. Or he sat 97. He hit 99 on the 4-seamer. He threw more cutters than any other pitch.
Yeah, he said, obviously talked a little bit about that being such a game changer for him last year. And with the sweeper, that was the pitch that maybe he might draw back on, I think.
Roman Anthony takes ball 1. Hey, I don't mean to interrupt you on this whole thing, but you gave Roman Anthony baseball's and boring sticker, and for the second time, he's up with the bases loaded.
Yeah, I mean, we can only put him in position to succeed.
Bases loaded, 1 out from Aoyagi is taken low by Roman, count to 2-0.
The Red Sox had a pitcher from Japan in camp. Man, this is going back a few years, at least I think about 15 years ago, who was a sidewinder. I mean, he was below a sidewinder.
2-0 is low again. This is
a sidearm. This is along those lines, but this guy was so low, and he only threw like 79 miles an hour. He didn't make the team. He didn't last very long, but he did win a Japanese game show for skipping rocks. I think it was a world record.
3-0 is a strike. Like number of skips?
Yeah, it was. He said, so now it's coming back to me because of course it is. He set the world record for skipping stones on this game show in Japan.
3-1 is taken for a strike. 3-2.
That was the pitch right there. And he knows it. Roman knows it.
Bases loaded, nobody out for Roman Anthony. Facing Koyo Aoyagi, right-hander versus the left-hand hitting Anthony. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's a payoff pitch. And he takes low and in for ball 4. Oh, baby. Paint dries. Red Sox lead 4-1.
Man. How many walks did you say we have now? I should know this, but I rely on you for this information.
That was our 12th walk of the game.
12th walk of the game. It's in the 4th inning. Speaking of world records.
Roman has an RBI walk. Marcelo Meyer has an RBI walk. And now Christian Campbell's turn. Right hand hitting left fielder. Bases juiced. First pitch to him is low and away. Not to make too much of this particular plate appearance for Christian, but he doesn't have a hit yet in spring training. Man leads off every single base in a 1-0 count. He struck out twice today. Pitch is fouled off to the right. We've seen the Tigers major leaguers yesterday, Jack Flaherty and then Kenta Maeda, throw a lot in and a lot up to Christian Campbell. And the Phillies, with Jesus Luzardo and now Aoyagi, have done the exact same thing. 1 ball and 1 strike. The setup is in, and the pitch is inside, way inside. Campbell had to jump out of the way of it. It's 2-1.
He's just been having some hard time with fastballs in the last couple of days, but as we said before, the calendar shows this is the last day of February. Give this kid a little bit of a break.
2-1. Christian takes inside.
And he hasn't got the at-bats that some of these other guys had. Well, he didn't play a couple games, came in late in others.
This is just his 11th plate appearance of the spring on February 28th. We played about a week of games. 3-1. Christian Campbell swings and misses on an 88-mile-an-hour sinker. He goes 3-2.
Well, that's the one thing. and you can tell me if this was the case last year, but a lot of swings and misses early on.
Yeah, and honestly, it wasn't a big thing last year. Payoff pitch to Christian Campbell. He swings it again, knocks it back foul. It does, and again, his swing is so unorthodox that it might look a little bit off, but I do think that just early on, it was so early, the timing for him has not quite been there. Because when he's on time, that pitch right there is going the other way into the field, not fouled back. Another 3-2 coming to Christian Campbell. Bases loaded, and here it comes. And he swings and fists it foul off to the right.
I would love to talk to Christian Campbell maybe a year from now and say, hey, remember that stretch you had in February? Were you trying too hard? And I just feel like the kid is so earnest and so intense and so well-meaning, and obviously there's been so much hype.
Another 3-2. The payoff is cut on and missed. He strikes out for a third time today, this time with the bases loaded, and finally there's one out. And just talking to some people who have been around him, who have coached him at the lower levels of the minor leagues, Christian is intense and deliberate and intelligent about his work every single day. He cares so much, not that everybody doesn't. Marcelo Meyer batting now, he takes inside. And for him, some of the messaging has been from his previous managers and people who have been around him is, you don't need to try any harder. Like, it's actually about relaxing. And of course, nothing helps you relax more than everybody telling you to relax. Marcelo Meyer takes a strike.
I know my wife loves it when I tell her to relax. It never amps things up at all.
But again, it's early. He's now, 12 plate appearances into the spring. Bases loaded still. Marcelo Meyer, 1-1 to him. He takes down and away.
But you're so right about his personality. I remember about a week ago or so, I said, hey, listen, a lot of people are talking good things. You're doing great. And I think he was. I think they were really, really impressed. He's like, really? Really? Like, yeah.
2-1. Swing and a miss way out in front of a changeup on a Barry Bonds swing for Marcelo. Yeah, and I do think just getting to know him over the last year, I think almost he can't believe it. 2 balls and 2 strikes, pitch to Marcelo, and he swings and misses ahead of a changeup. Back-to-back Ks for Koyo Aoyagi, and I think that's going to be his last pitch. So we are about to, and we're 2 outs into the bottom of the 4th inning, about to see our 8th pitcher in a game that has 12 walks here in Clearwater.
Yeah, we talk about trying to get out of here early and get down I-75.
No.
Let's just settle in for a great day of baseball.
We live here now. Folks, April and May are filled with great giveaways, including bobbleheads, hats, vests, and more. Check out the 2025 promo lineup at redsox.com/promos. We'll step aside for a pitching change. Red Sox leading 4-1 in the 4th inning on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. Your car, running or not, could be picked up as soon as the next day. No title, no problem. Go to carsforkids.org today.
1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
This is Scott McFarlane of McFarlane Energy. While there's no shortage of companies offering heating oil delivery, boilers, furnaces, heat pumps, and air conditioning, we stand apart from the rest. Since opening our doors in 1946, our goal has been to deliver the best combination of price, expertise, and equipment to all of Eastern Mass and the Cape. This winter, consider McFarlane Energy for your next oil delivery. You'll love our prices, and we'll treat you and your home like family. And don't forget to ask us about cleaner burning bioheat. Please visit us at McFarlaneEnergy.com.
We're at the top of the 4th inning in Clearwater. Red Sox leading 4-1 over the Phillies and threatening for more. Bases are loaded with 2 outs. And the Phillies have gone again to the bullpen. 8th different bullpen, or 8th different pitcher. 5th Phillies pitcher. And Abraham Toro bats. Base is juiced, 2 down, right on left, and the first pitch to Toro is low. At some point, do the strike percentage of today, it's low.
You think so?
Had 12 walks in the game. 1-0. Swing and a miss. We're at the point where now, I would say like the first few walks, everybody just kind of kept ho-humming. The last few walks, there's just been groans throughout the crowd, no matter which side is walking somebody.
Yeah, but hey, listen, tell all those people who are groaning it's a very nice day out.
1-1 is on the inside corner, and we got a rare strike, and now they're going to challenge it. Abraham Toro thought it was a ball. Dan Brazel was trying to throw somebody a bone here. We're going to look up, and this is a ball. So Abraham Toro wins the challenge. He goes from 1-2
I'll say it
to
again.
2-1.
Is there anything Abraham Toro can't do? Except speed up the game. But, listen, there should have been an exciting moment, but we've had so many walks. We're like, really?
Pitch, swing, hard ground ball up the middle behind second. Trey Turner gloves, flips to a covering Stott. And the inevitable was only prolonged for a second. Red Sox lead 4-1 as we go to the bottom half of the fourth inning on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
For decades, Boston sports fans have celebrated legendary heroes of the game. And for decades, Boston drivers have come to expect nothing less than legendary customer service from Herb Chambers. That's because the Herb Chambers team is dedicated to offering excellence every time we step up to the plate.
This is Scott McFarland of McFarland Energy. While there's no shortage of companies offering heating oil delivery, boilers, furnaces, heat pumps, and air conditioning, we stand apart from the rest. Since opening our doors in 1946, our goal has been to deliver the best combination of price, expertise, and equipment to all of Eastern Mass and the Cape. This winter, consider McFarland Energy for your next oil delivery. You'll love our prices, and we'll treat you and your home like family. And don't forget to ask us about cleaner burning bioheat. Please visit us at McFarlandEnergy.com.
Wesley is a truck driver.
I drive a truck, and I love what I do.
A truck driver with IRS troubles.
They told me I owed them $43,000.
It got really bad.
Quite a few letters in the mail. They were talking about wage garnishment, coming after my house, my car. Yeah, they don't play around. I seriously thought that I was going to lose everything.
One sleepless night, Wesley finally made a call to Optima Tax Relief at 2 a.m.
Kind of figured I'd get a machine, but I didn't. I actually got to talk to an actual person in the middle of the night.
He found just what he was looking for.
Oh, they were great people. You need a team of people that know what they're doing. Optima Tax. They know what they're doing.
Optima Tax Relief came through with flying colors.
I saved an incredible amount of money. Happy don't even come close. I was absolutely overjoyed.
Take Wesley's advice.
If you're in any kind of trouble with the IRS, call Optima Tax Relief. Don't trust anybody else.
Call Optima for a free consultation. Call 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
You're listening to Red Sox Spring Training Baseball on the Shaws and Star Market Red Sox Network. This is WEEI.
All right, Richard Fitz o'clock as we go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Red Sox leading 4-1 against the Philadelphia Phillies. Big, tall right-hander out of the wind. And his first pitch is low to Brandon Marsh. Here we go. You ready? Okay. This is the Richard Fitz hype train now.
Oh, okay. Yes, I'm ready for it.
25-year-old, 6'3", 230-pounder Richard Fitz. 1-0, and he gets a foul back. And the thing to watch with Richard, and remember, he's kind of in that 5, 6, 7 conversation about being in the rotation on opening day. And, really now, depending on the health of Cutter Crawford, which every passing day seems like he's not going to be on the opening day roster. This is fouled back 1 and 2. These are important outings for Fitz to kind of stake his claim to the 5th spot in the rotation on opening day.
Well, at the very least, keep the momentum he had from last year going, which was so impressive when he came up.
1-2, swing and a miss. Got a chase on a curveball, that brand new pitch for Richard Fitz. And Marsh down swinging.
I like to talk to him about that. If that's a brand new pitch, it's a good one. It's one that you might want to keep because coming down and in back foot on Brandon Marsh, pretty good hitter. That's a nice pitch.
Yeah, he said that. It was something that he really wanted to put into play at some point during last year. Like he had the idea that he thought he could throw a good one as he puts a fastball down the middle to Johan Rojas. And he kind of went to the Red Sox and said, hey, I'd love to throw a curveball. And, they didn't say no, but they basically said, we think, it seemed like he was going to go to the big leagues pretty soon. They didn't exactly want him learning a new pitch. 0-1's cut on and miss 0-2. And so they tabled it for the offseason. But then he got to the offseason, and they said, all right, time to go learn that curveball. And he played with a few different grips, and obviously it's working out. No balls and a couple of strikes. Gets ahead of Johan Rojas. Just Cade Marsh. Here's an 0-2 pitch. And he K's Johan Rojas. That's the slider running away. Back-to-back Ks for Richard Fitz.
I think people might forget how good he was. Well, maybe they don't, but I'm going to remind them anyway. The fact that when he came up, he was so good and so impactful, so effective. And hey, listen, a tip of the hat to Craig Breslow, for that trade for Alec Verdugo. You got a very serviceable reliever in Greg Weissert and potentially a rotation guy in Richard Fitz, which is hard to do.
Pitch was low to Trey Turner.
And it looks a whole lot better now that, Verdugo's come and gone in New York, which he would have been come and gone in Boston.
1 ball, no strikes, nobody on, 2 down to Trey Turner. Pitch is cut on and missed, breaking ball beneath the zone.
Have we heard anything about Verdugo?
0.
Really? Wow. I mean, I know San Diego might have been in the mix for a little bit, but wow, the longer you go, the closer you get to a minor league contract.
1-1, swing and a miss. Man, that guy was in the starting lineup in the World Series.
Sure. I mean, and he had some runs with the Yankees where you're like, oh man, he's going to get a legit contract.
1-2 from Fitz. Outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
There's a lot of guys out there. I talked to one of them last night, Brent Honeywell, who you might remember had that great run with the Dodgers, including really saving the bullpen at the most important time, and he's still looking for a job.
2-2. Swing, ground ball, slowly hit left side. Turner kind of jogging down the line, so Marcelo picks it up and throws to first and ends the inning. 1-2-3 inning for Richard Fitz in the 5th. Red Sox leading 4-1 on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
A must for this week's grocery list. Boneless chicken is on sale at Shaws and Star Market. Value pack all natural Signature Farms boneless chicken breast and thighs. Just $2.47 a pound when you use a digital coupon. Limit 2. Shaws and Star Market. Perfecting the art of fresh.
This is Scott McFarlane of McFarlane Energy. While there's no shortage of companies offering heating oil delivery, boilers, furnaces, heat pumps, and air conditioning, we stand apart from the rest. Since opening our doors in 1946, our goal has been to deliver the best combination of price, expertise, and equipment to all of Eastern Mass and the Cape. This winter, consider McFarlane Energy for your next oil delivery. You'll love our prices, and we'll treat you and your home like family. And don't forget to ask us about cleaner burning bioheat. Please visit us at McFarlaneEnergy.com.
Hey, Lou Maloney here. Joint pain sucks. It's not the most technical term, I know, but the word fits. Best part is I talked Ortho Laser into using it. Why? Because joint pain sucks the joy out of exercise, the fun out of playing with your kids, the ease out of shoveling the driveway, even simple stuff like getting out of bed or reaching into the cabinet. My advice, ease your pain, heal your pain with Ortho Laser New England. Their FDA-approved robotic laser uses targeted light therapy to stimulate your body's natural healing process. It helps your body heal the joint that gave up days, weeks, or even years ago. Ortho Laser New England is your answer for any joint. New injury, old injury, even arthritis. And here's the best part. Treatments cost hundreds, not thousands. So do what I did for my elbow. Schedule your free consultation at any Massachusetts or New Hampshire location. For your pain-free joint visit, ortholaserne.com. That's ortholaser with a Z, NE.com.
The Christian Arcan Show, weekday afternoons starting at 6. Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Top 5 in Clearwater. Red Sox leading the Phillies by a score of 4-1 on a sunny Friday afternoon in the west coast of Florida. Took the drive. The team played yesterday in Lakeland, just east of Tampa. We stayed the night, as did the team in Tampa, then a little bit west out here towards the Gulf, and it is as Florida of a day as it gets. Blue sky overhead, some light clouds in the distance, traffic steaming by on the interstate beyond right field, and sun shining down on every inch of Baycare Ballpark. First pitch of the inning is a strike to David Hamilton.
Man, you painted that picture expertly. Good job. All these people back home are cursing you.
No,
but
yeah,
what are
I was
you
going
gonna
to
do?
say. It's like a Norman Rockwell painting. Pitch swung on, popped up left side. Behind third, long run, Alec Boehm shades his eyes, and the shortstop Turner puts it away.
Welcome to the wind. Boehm was settling under that about 5 feet to inside foul ground on third base, and then Turner catches it at shortstop.
There are these the three Phillies-colored pennant flags on top of the scoreboard in left center, and those pennants, the point of the triangle, are pointed straight out at right center. So if you put a fly ball to right field, you're giving yourself a pretty good shot. As Sebi Zavala takes outside.
You know, we talk about the walks and, you know, potentially the length of game, whatever it is. The reality, though, Coop, is that you aren't going to get weather like this more than like 7 times in Boston all year.
1-0 outside, 2-0.
It is that type of day. It's really, really a beautiful day, great day to watch baseball. And the great thing for Red Sox fans is they get to see some of these young players. They get to see Garrett Crochet. They get to see your guy, Richard Fitz.
2-0. Zavala takes a strike.
Get to see my guy, Christopher Troy. You know, like, so it's just other than driving back and forth 3 hours, it's just a great, great day to soak in the great game of baseball.
2 balls, 1 strike. Jose Cuas is the new right-hander. He fires at a fastball just on the outside corner for a strike. 2-2. It's such a good day that there's a guy in the first row not wearing a shirt. He's just wearing a sun hat.
Oh, an homage to the 70s bleacher creatures at Fenway Park.
Let's see. 2-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3.
I had a stretch there where I was ranting on that for a while. Whatever happened? The bleachers used to be filled with people
not wearing shirts.
And that is inconceivable now, except for the guy in the first row here.
Can I make the argument that maybe it's good that society has evolved?
Yeah, well, you can make that argument, sure.
Pitch outside of Nick Sogard.
You know, I just feel like the acceptance of people doing that was crazy looking back at it, you know, for multiple reasons.
Pitch outside. I'm just saying. So this guy's in the front row. I mean, we're looking at him. The sun's beating down on him.
By the way, he does not care at all what anybody thinks.
That is very true, which is why I actually feel even better about saying what I'm about to say.
He is getting tan no matter what.
2-0 outside, 3-0. Like, that's all well and good, but if I'm the guy behind him, it's just that you're just a little up close and personal.
Yeah, well, there's some things that come into play that might make it a little uncomfortable.
3-0 is a strike, 3-1.
And there's some guy down there been talking over 15 minutes. And,
he is up close and personal.
Maybe he's doing a book on what it's like to, the glory days of shirtless baseball watching.
3-1 foul back. It's just like, if I go to the beach, I don't have to get close to you when you take your shirt off. If I'm in a baseball game, I have to, I'm in your grill.
Well, and think about it, in the bleachers, it was, those seats are not far away from each other.
Can't beat them, join them situation. Nobody on, 2 down, 3-2, and Sogard takes a called strike 3. Got punched out on a fastball at the knees to end the inning. Cuas works a 1-2-3 for Philadelphia. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Shirts on, 4-1 Red Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
A must for this week's grocery list. Boneless chicken is on sale at Shaws and Star Market. Today through Thursday, get value pack all natural Signature Farms boneless chicken breast or thighs for just $2.47 a pound when you use a digital coupon. Limit 2. When you shop with the Shaws app, you get amazing deals and earn points on every purchase. Short on time, order ahead for free curbside pickup or get delivery. Don't miss boneless chicken on sale. Shaws and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh.
If you're a heating, cooling, or oil burner technician looking for a much better opportunity, it's time to talk to my guy, Scott McFarlane at McFarlane Energy. Up to $2,400 in safety bonuses every year. See McFarlaneEnergy.com/careers.
Brought to you by Fidelity Legal LLC. Past results don't guarantee future outcomes. Recovery depends on case details. Were you abused in a youth detention center, juvenile detention center, school, church, or other institution? Thousands have come forward to hold organizations that failed to protect minors accountable. Even if you can't recall your abuser's name, it happened long ago, or your abuser is no longer alive or employed, you may still have a case. Recent lawsuits have resulted in substantial compensation. In certain places, the average settlement is around $250,000, and some receive much more. You may even be able to file anonymously. Deadlines are fast approaching, and certain cases won't be accepted after June 30th. But we must start working on your claim immediately. Act now, or you may forever lose your chance to file. You can't change the past, but you can be compensated for it. Call 800-310-6608 now. That's 800-310-6608. 800-310-6608.
You're listening to the Shaws and Star Market Red Sox Network
on WEEI.
Bottom of the fifth inning, Richard Fitz is on for his second inning of work, and he's about to face Bryce Harper, Alec Boehm, and Nick Castellanos. We talked about this trip these last couple of days about a lot of these young guys getting a chance to face the best hitters or pitchers, depending on which side in baseball. And this is as prime as it gets for the rookie Richard Fitz.
Yeah, well, I mean, anybody time you face Bryce Harper, you're going to remember it.
Right-hander delivers on the outside corner for a strike with a slider.
That's another thing I liked about Marcelo Meyer after the game yesterday. He's like, listen, I try to, I'm paraphrasing, but I don't give too much credit to anybody. And he got 2 hits off 2 major leaguers yesterday, pretty good ones.
0-1. Harper fouls it back, and a 98-mile-an-hour four-seamer from Richard Fitz.
He must love that, right? I mean, when he first got to the Red Sox, wasn't he like 93, 94?
Yep. Mm-hmm. They set out a plan for Richard Fitz. When he got to the Red Sox, he was like, he was 92, 93, 94. Could reach back occasionally and hit 95. As he winds and deals on an 0-2 and bounced in a splitter. Now 1-2 on Harper. Red Sox lead 4-1, by the way, in the bottom of the fifth inning. But when Fitz, got to AAA, he was starting like 93, 94. They put him on a weighted ball program. They felt like there was more in his body to throw harder, and they were right. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch is swung on line, foul off to the left in 91.
Well, part of it was he wanted to gain weight, and I remember talking to him fairly early in the season. He said, this is awesome. I get to gain weight. I get to eat, whatever. But it's not like he's a big guy, but he's not, a burly sort is what I would say. He's in shape.
1-2 is tap foul. No doubt. And they essentially laid out a plan for him where they felt like if he could be at 96, he would have a fastball. It was essentially unhittable. 1-2. Swing and a ground ball right side. Diving stop. Knocked down. Hamilton picks it up. Throws and pulled the first baseman Toro off the bag.
Bryce Harper was doing everything he could to make that an out. I mean, he was basically walking to first base.
Probably get an infield single out of it. David ranged a long way to the hole just to get there, but couldn't hold on and then kind of rushed the throw. So Bryce Harper has a begrudging single to start the inning. That, by the way, was a 99-mile-an-hour four-seam fastball. I've seen Richard Fitz throw a lot of pitches. I've never in my life seen him throw 99.
You know what? I'm guessing he's never seen himself throw 99.
Alec Boehm takes down and away.
If that radar gun reading is correct, that's a huge storyline when it comes to this camp, when it comes to this guy, this pitcher.
Harper off first, right hand hitting Alec Boehm in the box, and a pitch is tap back foul, 96. And to be fair, it's a short stint outing, high adrenaline against Bryce Harper.
Oh, that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I mean, either you throw 99 or you don't.
The 0-1 scale. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch is a slider just beneath the zone. 2-1.
I still find it so fascinating that over the course of, let's say, 10 years, how spring training velocity has just changed. And I know baseball across the board has changed a bunch, but if someone threw 99 in a game, it would be the storyline for the next 3 weeks.
2-1. Up and in. Buzzed Alec Boehm. 96, 3-1. But they feel like with Fitz, the difference in the way that he limits bats From 94 to 95 is big. From 95 to 96 is big. Every mile an hour for him, it changes exponentially how good he can be. He gets a swing and a miss on a slider, and now it's 3-2. Man on first, nobody out. Alec Boehm in the box. Richard Fitz in his second inning of work after a 1-2-3. Just shook. So he wants whatever pitch he's just shaken twice to with Zavala. Now he steps off. Be very interested to know because he's thrown a new type of slider, he's thrown a new curveball, and he's thrown a fastball with new velocity. So what did he just feel like was the most important to throw right here? 3-2. It's a swing and a foul tip into the mitt. It was a sweeper pitch that took a big jump last year, and he strikes out Alec Boehm. 3-2 on a sweeper.
Well, you have that sort of sweeper along with that 98-mile-an-hour fastball. That's good stuff. And so far, yeah, sure, you get the dribbler of a hit from Harper, but he's looked really, Richard Fitz has looked really, really good.
Bryce Harper leads off first, one out for Nick Castellanos. And the pitch is swung on, hit high and foul off to the right. You feel like that he's the guy that has kind of the inside track among the reserve guys to get that last rotation spot?
I think that, you know, it's him and Quinn Priester, right?
Yeah.
And I think they're sort of in the same boat, but if we're going to, maybe it's unfair to juxtapose Richard Fitz outing compared to Quinn Priester and Lakeland yesterday, but Fitz has looked really, really good.
No balls and one strike. Richard Fitz steals, swing and a miss. I do think that curveball changes a lot for him. He didn't. You watch his outings last year, and even the White Sox and Yankees outings where the numbers were really good. Remember, he ran into a lot of trouble. Like he had the bases loaded in the Bronx in that first inning and got a fly out. And the White Sox had men in scoring position a couple of times, and he got out of it. 0-2's outside, but he didn't go as deep into games as he could have because he didn't have a way to get the lefties out. So they were getting on base, and then he was getting the righties out a lot of the time. But now he can throw four-seamer at the top of the zone to the left-hand hitter and then drop the curveball off of that. He feels like it's going to change some things. 1-2. Swinging a ground ball left side, hard through the hole, a base hit for Nick Castellanos. Castellanos drives it to left, and 2 on with 1 down here in the 5th. Hey, I think we got some Garrett Crochet sound in your conversation with him. So let's hear what Garrett Crochet had to say to Rob Bradford earlier on after his outing.
Like, are you someone who kind of hungers for challenges?
100%. And that's the only reason where I'm like trying so hard to take away the positive from today is because I did want this so bad. And it's like, I feel like I kind of stumbled a little bit, but I also took steps forward. So it's all right as long as we're moving in the right direction.
Okay, Garrett Crochet. I think that's fair, right? This is somebody that, it's cool to hear him want it so bad, right? Mm-hmm. He's second in Cy Young odds this year, and this outing matters to him. Strike one to Max Kepler.
Yeah, we keep harping on the drive, but you just don't see it a whole lot. Usually if that level of pitcher has this sort of time through the rotation, he's going to stay behind.
0-1 from Fitz. Swing, fly ball, left field and deep. Long run, Campbell in the gap. He reaches up and pulls it down. First put out for Christian Campbell. It was a good one. Angled back towards the gap in left center. Took a hop and made the catch for the second out.
Yeah, that wasn't an easy play at all because not only is it a line drive that he has to run over to, but any time you're out there in Grapefruit League action, the wind's going to play into things, and he had to jump a little bit. He almost overran it, but really good play from Christian Campbell.
96 miles an hour off the bat. It was hard hit. 2 on, 2 down. Pitch outside to JT Realmuto. I love all the analytics. Christian Campbell covered 60 feet to make that catch.
There you go.
In 4 seconds.
We've tested it a million times. The last place on the earth I probably want to be, or one of them, is in the outfield in Grapefruit League.
1-0's outside, 2-0. Do you think the sun's worse or the wind's worse?
That's a great question. We should put up a poll. It's actually a really good question. I mean, from our perspective, the wind is terrible, right? The wind is really hard, but I've been out there at that time of day. It's impossible with the sun.
Real Muto swings and misses.
I guess it depends where you are, and that's a cop-out, but, I think that consistently is the wind, really. I mean, if a ball goes up, you're going to have to be running 20 more feet than you normally would.
2-1. Swing and a miss. Another slider that Real Muto was out in front of.
I tried to gauge it when we had media batting practice a couple of weeks ago at JetBlue Park, because I'm all about let's do the real thing. I can't just criticize these guys. I have to go out and prove it myself. And I found out that I would have no chance of catching a baseball in the outfield in Grapefruit League.
I was sad to miss it. My flight was a little too late this year.
Yeah.
Tough seeing.
Yeah, I chose to work on my defense instead of my hitting that day.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2-on-2 out pitch. Foul back.
I'm still haven't recovered from my scooter accident in Colorado last year.
God. You walked into the press box, and I was like, did you get in a bar fight? Like, what happened?
I wish I got in a bar fight.
That's what you should have told people.
I mean, what a day that was, really. Like, Alex Cora agrees to his contract. You have a bench-clearing brawl. You have the chaos of Reese McGuire and Cal Quantrill. You have a team, really wanting to fight the other team. And then you have me falling my face on the scooter.
2-2. Swing, hard one hopper, backhand stop by Hamilton. He Olays gets up and throws to first to get Martian and the inning.
Wow, what a play. That's why Alex Cora said he's an elite second baseman right there.
Best play of the day so far. Red Sox leading 4-1 over the Phillies. Hamilton makes the play, and we go to the 6th on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
With all the money you can save on gas when you use the Club Citgo Rewards app, you're good to go. But good to go where? Good to go fly first class?
Hot towel.
Cool. Good to go to the opera. Good to sit ringside at a boxing match. Good to go salsa dancing? Tap dancing? Or polka dancing? Download Citgo's money-saving Club Citgo app today. The easiest way to save money on fuel. Now you're good to go.
This is Scott McFarlane of McFarlane Energy. While there's no shortage of companies offering heating oil delivery, boilers, furnaces, heat pumps, and air conditioning, we stand apart from the rest. Since opening our doors in 1946, our goal has been to deliver the best combination of price, expertise, and equipment to all of Eastern Mass and the Cape. This winter, consider McFarlane Energy for your next oil delivery. You'll love our prices, and we'll treat you and your home like family. And don't forget to ask us about cleaner burning bioheat. Please visit us at McFarlaneEnergy.com.
Baseball is back and the team is stacked. Money was spent, players were at it, and from what we can see, everything looks perfect. Aha! But what about what we can't see? It's just like your drains and pipes. The ugly, nasty, sometimes stinky truth is often the one you don't see at first. Drains by James is your expert residential and commercial drain and pipelining service. We'll find it, clean it, and get it back to new. Available 24/7. Drains by James. We give a poop about your pipes.
It's Elliot from Jordan's Furniture. Go to your closet to see if you have a prom dress and bring it to any Jordan store, Antoine's Cleaners, or Enterprise Bank. And that dress will be given to a teen in need. Your closet will be cleaner and your heart will be fuller. And I thank you.
You're listening to the Shaws and Star Market Red Sox Network.
Now, back to the game on WEEI.
Top 6 and the Red Sox lead 4-1 on the road in Clearwater against the Phillies. Right-hand hitting Trace Thompson against a new Phillies arm, and Trace takes inside from Gene Cabrera, double-A right-hander out of Venezuela.
David Hamilton making that play.
1-0's inside, 2-0.
We talked earlier about how much Alex Cora was talking about him before the game, and really, how he viewed him and how he views him is, I think, as an opening day utility guy.
2-0, hard ground ball right at the third baseman, Alec Boehm, who picks it up and throws to first. It's not Alec Boehm. It's somebody with a very high number. We'll get you all the Phillies' defensive changes in just a second. I think after the conversation we had with Alex earlier, there's pretty much no question David Hamilton's on the opening day roster. And the question is he in the lineup?
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a lot of hoops to jump through in that respect. If you're going to play Bregman at third, then I think you might even do a platoon situation with Von Grissom. That could be in play. But the reason why we're so confident that David Hamilton is going to be on the opening day roster is in large part because they don't have another shortstop to back up Trevor Story.
Pitch is low.
I mean, what's your answer? If you don't have David Hamilton on the team, what's your answer backup shortstop?
Romy Gonzalez.
What's your answer at backup shortstop?
There's not an answer. Pitch is on the outside corner.
Von Grissom played there before. Rafaela, maybe.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, well, they want to keep him in the outfield. They aren't even going to work him out in the infield all spring, so why would you play him in there in a regular season?
2 balls and 1 strike to Nate Eaton with 1 down and nobody on.
But I do think this is that if something happened to Trevor Story where there was an extended absence for him, then that's where Marcelo Meyer comes in. You know, I don't think they view David Hamilton as a shortstop that you want to play over a course of a month.
2-1, swing and a miss. And people do forget that after, it was a really ugly start defensively for David Hamilton at shortstop. Really did not throw with consistency to first base. It got better as the season went on when they gave him the break. 2-0 is a called strike 3. Nate Eaton punched down the breaking ball. 2 down. But I think you're right that it would be Meyer's job if there was an extended period of time missed by Trevor Story. But, you think about Hamilton. He could be your backup shortstop. He could be your second baseman when you're facing a right-handed pitcher sometimes. He can come and he can pinch run off the bench.
That's another part of it, too. Absolutely.
2 outs, nobody on. A called strike 1 to Roman Anthony.
He's going to play center. He's going to play outfield. So you can do that if you need him, which never hurts.
The 0-1 is inside, 1-1.
I think that really when you look at the position group, now that we're really sort of locked in on that, which I think we should be, it's still a long ways to go. I get in spring training.
1-1 outside, 2-1.
But the only mystery maybe is it's not really a mystery. I think it's the first base, the backup first baseman, which we think Romy Gonzalez will get.
And not what the personnel is, but how does it fit? 2-1. Roman takes inside, how does it fit as who's the opening day third baseman, who's the opening day second baseman? Devers and Bregman are going to be in the lineup. It's
right.
Just,
yeah.
In what capacity?
Yeah, and what's Yoshida's physical status going to be?
3-1 strike, 3-2.
We know that Yoshida's going to be hitting in games coming up here, but he's not going to be playing in the field. He's still going through the throwing progression. Is that going to limit him being on the opening day roster? Because they do want to play him in the field.
3-2. Roman Anthony takes outside for ball 4. He's walked 3 times today in 4 plate appearances.
Well, you know what happens when you put a baseball as a boring sticker in your back pocket? You walk a lot. Either you hit a home run or you walk. I think that if you look it up, the mathematical equation is 3 walks equal a home run.
I don't. Okay, sure.
I've just worn you out, haven't I?
You win this round. Yeah. So Roman's on first, 2 outs for Christian Campbell. Christian fouls it back. There was a moment a couple of innings ago, and we couldn't hear exactly it, but Christian was in the dugout, and Alex Cora is sitting behind a screen in a folding chair just to the side of the dugout watching the game, and he called Christian over and sat Christian Campbell down with him. Just the 2 of them on a couple of folding chairs there. 0-1's inside, 1-1. And, you could see Alex put his hand on Christian's back, and they were just having a conversation. And, Christian's learning all these new positions. He doesn't have a hit yet in the young spring training. And it's probably just a moment to say, hey, relax. It's okay. 1-1, swing and a miss, and it's 1-2.
It's a good observation by you, number one. And I also think that's probably absolutely what he's saying. I don't think anybody... It's not difficult to see that it seems like Christian Campbell's trying a little bit too hard. As many swings and misses as he's had.
1-2 from Cabrera is fouled off to the right. Let's take 10 seconds, pause for station ID. The Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
We are your home for Boston College football, basketball, baseball, and hockey. WEEI AM, Boston, an Odyssey station.
Clearwater, Florida, Red Sox and Phillies, 4-1 Sox. Christian Campbell batting, a 1-2 count with the man out of the pitch is low. Garrett Crochet started this game. Richard Fitz still in.
You see the last couple of swings, I think that he's been beaten on fastballs so many times, Christian Campbell, that it's almost way out in front of the breaking ball.
2-2, he swings and foul, tipped it into the mid. And he has struck out 4 times in 4 plate appearances. That time was late on 95. That'll do it for the top of the 6th inning. Red Sox leading 4-1 over the Phillies on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
This is Scott McFarlane of McFarlane Energy. While there's no shortage of companies offering heating oil delivery, boilers, furnaces, heat pumps, and air conditioning, we stand apart from the rest. Since opening our doors in 1946, our goal has been to deliver the best combination of price, expertise, and equipment to all of Eastern Mass and the Cape. This winter, consider McFarlane Energy for your next oil delivery. You'll love our prices, and we'll treat you and your home like family. And don't forget to ask us about cleaner burning bioheat. Please visit us at McFarlaneEnergy.com.
A must for this week's grocery list. Boneless chicken is on sale at Shaws and Star Market. Value pack all natural Signature Farms boneless chicken breast and thighs. Just $2.47 a pound when you use a digital coupon. Limit 2. Shaws and Star Market. Perfecting the art of fresh.
Hey guys, it's Courtney, and I've got some great news. There's never been a better time to make the move to Verizon. Get over $500 in value and savings when you have mobile and Fios with Verizon. Plus, the Fios 1 gig plan comes with a 5-year price guarantee. Save up to $300 annually on your Fios internet bill. Plus, for a limited time, get a $200 Verizon gift card when you sign up for a Fios 1 gig plan and use it to pay for your Fios bill. That's like getting 3 months of free Fios home internet. Don't miss out. Stop by your nearest Verizon location for details on this limited time offer and learn how you can get over $500 in value and savings today. Gift card offer and 5-year price guarantee ends 2/19/25. Requires Fios service for 65 days before gift card registration. 1 offer per eligible account. 3 months free based on Fios 1 gig plan rate of $64.99 a month with auto pay and mobile plus home discounts. Price guarantee for new subscribers and applies to current base rates only. Other charges and third-party services and perks excluded. Additional terms apply. See store for details.
The Greg Hill Show, weekdays, 5:30 to 10.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
To be honest, I didn't know it was an ABS day. I might have ripped it a little bit sooner. I'm kind of not a huge fan of it. I like to think that, human error is part of the game, and that's kind of how I feel about it. But then when Sebi ripped that one to Marsh and the ball was fully in the zone, my first thought was, I've thrown 4 or 5 balls exactly in that location. Should I have challenged sooner?
Garrett Crochet talking just moments ago about ABS on an automatic balls and strikes day in Philadelphia. We're back to it. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. 4-1 Red Sox on top of the Phillies, and Robert Stock's on the mound, and he deals a strike. And right on cue, we got a challenge. So called a strike on the outside corner. And we've got a Phillies challenge. What do you think? I think this is a strike, and it is. Got the outside corner to Crawford.
Again, it was another case of a very young player in Justin Crawford executing the challenge call. They're not afraid. And hey, you know what? They're going to be in the minor leagues. Why not? That should be them.
Left hand hitting Justin Crawford. Squares to bunt. Pops it back. Foul on the ground. This is Carl Crawford's son.
I know this, yes. The Carl Crawford that I covered, that was quite a run Carl Crawford had with the Red Sox. A little bit chaotic. It's everything from 2011, 2012 when Valentine took over.
2-2's outside, 3-2. Yeah, what's your number one memory of that time?
You're asking me a lot, man. That's like counting the mile markers going down 75. There's too many. I mean,
pitch is foul back.
Yeah, I think in a broader view, it was just such a disappointment that you never saw the dynamic player that we remember seeing in Tampa. He just wasn't that guy all the way to the end when, he really played a bad left field. That was really surprising.
Pitch is just off outside. Justin Crawford has a walk. from Robert Stock, right-handers on for the Red Sox.
And I know that there was a lot of confusion about where he was hitting in the lineup. I know that when Terry Francona left, he kind of criticized Francona the next year for where he was hitting in the lineup and how he couldn't succeed in that spot. And it was just, I thought he'd be so much better. I was really a fan when they signed him because I had seen him in Tampa be this dynamic player.
He terrorized the AL East.
Yeah, he was just great base stealer, just a great overall athlete.
Rafael Marchand, Phillies backup catcher, is in. Swing and a miss. Crawford's going. Throw down to second. Not in time. Justin Crawford steals second, just like Dad.
Yeah, I've talked to Justin a few different times, and his dad is a very personable guy, and Justin's very, very nice kid. And he's first-round pick and one of the top prospects in the Philly system. It must be a little bit tough, kind of following in the footsteps. Your dad was a notable major leaguer.
1-1, swing and a miss.
I talked to George Lombard Jr. the other day as well. And in case people don't know George Lombard Jr., you better get used to that name because he's 19 years old, Yankees first-round pick in 2023, and he's going to be a star, man. Shortstop.
1-2 line down the right field line. Foul.
We've been talking about Robert Stock, the pitcher on the mound now for the Red Sox. Obviously, he has a very unique story. One of the top catching prospects in the country when he was drafted in the second round in St. Louis back in 2009.
1-2. Called strike three. Sailed one in. Marchand has struck out in his first at bat of the day.
And he became a pitcher, and people might remember 2020, part of that Red Sox team, guy who throws 100 or who has been clocked at 100, throws really, really hard. Hasn't really done much since. And then last year, he went to the Mexican League, started dropping down, almost sidearm.
Fires at a strike to right-hand hitter Otto Kemp.
And really got a chance for the Red Sox, opened the Red Sox eyes during the Mexican Winter League when he won the pitching Triple Crown there this past winter.
Robert Stock, who deals here. That is low. Good stop by the catcher.
And we cited this yesterday. What Robert told me was that since he's got the Red Sox camp, he's dropped down even more. I mean, he only started dropping down like this in the last couple months, in the last stint in the Mexican League, and now he's dropping down even further and still throwing hard.
1-1 strike. He slings it in, gets a swing and a miss to Rojas. I mean, you imagine as a right-hand hitter, like he's coming from underneath the shoulder way out there and just kind of spinning it with his wrist across the zone. 1-2 strikes. Pitch. Swinging a pop-up foul side down the right field line. Long run out towards the wall. And, oh, man. Blaze Jordan went full force into the tarp and couldn't make the catch. Lost his hat, but gets right up.
What a great effort. I mean, you love to see that where he could have easily let that go, and he's running full speed, not caring about his body at all, running right into that tarp. But to go back to Stock, I asked him about how his analytics were measuring, and he talked about his fastball, how he dropped down. It's 4 feet off the ground now, his delivery.
Pitch on the outside corner, called strike three. Stock punches out Otto Kemp.
And you see right there, that's a very unique pitch. A guy drops it that much down and throws that hard. And who was it? He had said only one other pitcher in Major Leaguer was basically that low of an arm angle and threw that hard. One pitcher in Major League Baseball.
Justin Lawrence of the Rockies.
Yeah, Justin Lawrence. And so when you have that sort of unique skill set, that's why you're 35 years old in a Major League invite.
Swing and a miss by left-hand hitter Gabriel Rincones Jr. for Philadelphia.
He also talked about it wasn't only the fastball. He said he was getting 20 inches horizontal break on that. And in case anyone doesn't know, that's a lot.
Well, Ray, and he said every single pitch as he misses inside. That allows Crawford to run down to third. Sable couldn't handle it. Skip back to the screen. on the wild pitch. He's throwing 96, 97 miles an hour. Every little bit, every part of his pitch is ticked up. Every characteristic got a little bit better as he drops the arm slot. And so now all of a sudden he's changed the complexion of his career in 6 months. 1-1. He misses low. Count 2-1 on Rincones.
We might get a hat tap on that one. But, I think that he also has a good perspective. The times that I've talked to him, he's really said, listen, I'm the guy. If you need to call somebody up at some point, fine. I don't think he has any illusions about him making the team out of opening day or for opening day. Which is, for him, a guy who was pitching in the Mexican League, that's fine.
Yeah.
That is perfectly fine.
I also think about it like 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 down. And the pitch is swung on, foul, tipped into the mid. Everybody always talks about the Dodgers, right? They've got their bigger money guys, the guys that they make sure that they paid, right? Alex Vesia is a good example. Blake Treinen's a good example. But, they had Ben Kasparius starting Game 4 of the World Series. 2-2 swing. This is hammered to right field towards the wall, and it's off the wall. And a bounce on a 1-hop. Crawford scores. Took such a big care of him. That was an easy play to get it in. A loud RBI single for Gabriel Rincones Jr. He's having a great spring for the Phillies. And it's 4-2 Red Sox here in the bottom of the 6th.
Well, I think that's one of the issues just watching Stock pitch. He has that unique fastball dropping down, and he has the sweeper. But the problem is that was a lefty hitter, and the sweeper just came right into the guy's bat path.
Otto Kemp bats now, man on. He takes slightly low. Blake Sable didn't challenge. Right hand hitting Kemp. Takes low again. Count 2-0. Be interesting. The sweeper is a fascinating pitch to the left-hand hitter because, like Garrett Crochet, and obviously he's an alien, but he throws the sweeper to right-handers, the opposite hand, pitch high, and has a lot of success doing it, like sweeping it across the zone and kind of aiming at the back hip of the batter. And those sweepers, and from guys like that, and we saw from the Red Sox early in last year with Houck and Crawford that they could throw those breaking balls to the other hand and still have success. 3-0 is a strike, 3-1. But then there are some guys who don't have the sweeper that can do that.
No. And, the sweeper is we'll find more about the sweeper, I think, this year. We have guys who really loved it last year.
3-1 chopper foul.
But you would also have guys who started throwing it and their arms started hurting. And, this isn't just a one-size-fit-all pitch, and it was all the rage last year. But I know a few different guys have said, listen, I started throwing that, and my arm didn't feel right. And when you do that, you stop throwing it.
3-2, runner goes. Pitch is swung on, grounded weakly at Miller at third. He scoops, he throws in time. And the inning ends. Red Sox allow a run on the RBI single, nothing more. We go to the 7th. Sox leading 4-2. On the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
This is Scott McFarland of McFarland Energy. While there's no shortage of companies offering heating oil delivery, boilers, furnaces, heat pumps, and air conditioning, we stand apart from the rest. Since opening our doors in 1946, our goal has been to deliver the best combination of price, expertise, and equipment to all of Eastern Mass and the Cape. This winter, consider McFarland Energy for your next oil delivery. You'll love our prices, and we'll treat you and your home like family. And don't forget to ask us about cleaner burning bioheat. Please visit us at McFarlandEnergy.com.
Taxes was not knowing your full financial picture. Now Taxes is getting and maximizing your refund all in one place. Credit Karma, where a TurboTax expert can do your taxes for you. They'll get you the most money back, guaranteed. Then you can do more with all that money, all in Credit Karma. Now this is Taxes. Intuit Credit Karma with TurboTax. Get started today. See guarantee details at TurboTax.com/guarantees. Experts only available with TurboTax Live.
Hi, I'm James Pratt from Basement Technologies. Find out how fast and inexpensive it is to keep your basement dry for good. Don't let rain cause damage to your home. Call 1-800-BUSY-DOG or visit 1-800-BUSYDOG.com and keep your basement dry for good.
Town Fair Tire has the area's largest selection of Bridgestone tires.
So we buy Bridgestone tires for less and sell them for less. The guaranteed lowest price you'll find anywhere. Plus, we give you more free services for life than any other tire dealer. So when you're looking for Bridgestone tires, there's only one place to go. Town Fair Tire. Because nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal. And I mean nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
We're right back to the Sox. You're listening to the Shaws and Star Market Red Sox Network
on WEEI.
7th inning, Red Sox leading 4-2. And the password's up. Justin Garcia, right-hand hitter against Cabrera.
All right.
Oh, no.
It's been a day.
Oh, gosh.
It's been a day.
Ground ball foul. The Cal wanted one on him.
Yesterday was, your workshop day, your practice day. Want to give it another whirl?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's see if we can.
Hold on. I don't pretend like I know how to spell it.
NXO. Oh, gosh. 0-2 is swung on and missed.
All right,
Garcia's
here we go.
Down swinging.
Go.
Can I spell it? Justin Garcia. Jost. I'm panicking.
I've already
wrong?
No, you're already wrong. You're wrong in the second letter. You're getting worse.
H. Oh, my gosh. Blake Sable swings, hits a line drive up the middle, snared by the new shortstop, Rincon. Took a step to his left and pulled it out of the air. 2 down. Oh, indeed.
Yeah, I mean, sorry, this is my guttural reaction when great baseball
totally
plays. It was nice. Even though number 92, it feels like the Phillies have like 3 number 92s out there right now.
Yeah, all sorts of changes. DiMartini at third, pitches low. Rincon at short, Kemp at second. Carson Taylor at first, Rafael Marchand's at catcher. Rincon Ace is in left. Lantigua is in center. And Kroon is in right. Pitch inside to Blaze Jordan. The count is 2-0.
All right, good effort. We'll get them next time.
It was not a good effort.
I know. They're here to build up, not tear down.
Yeah. Well, we're back. You and I are back together when? Monday? Ground ball foul, third base side. So Monday, you look me in the eye. You ask me Justin Garcia. I'll be ready.
Are we? I don't know.
Yeah,
I take 1 minute
so.
at a time.
Yeah,
what did you say? It's like, how was...
Well,
when you asked me how was my morning, I said I woke up.
I woke up. I go, oh, that was good.
That's a step in the right direction, right?
2 balls and 1 strike to Blaze Jordan. Pitch is down the middle for a strike. 2-2.
Yeah, I'm sitting down with Crochet tomorrow for the podcast. Always going to enjoy that. Try to bob in my weave my way through the contract extension talk, which I don't want to bring up too much.
Ground ball left side, right at Rincon. Shortstop throws out Blaze Jordan and the inning.
More important things to ask, like how do you spell Justin Garcia?
I'm incredibly excited to see. And we'll test the University of Tennessee education there.
There you go.
Go to the bottom of the 7th. 4-2 Red Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
Here we go, everybody. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Find me some peanuts and cracker jacks. I don't care if...
Just like our hometown legends of the Diamond, Herb Chambers has been hitting it out of the park for decades with legendary customer service. With over 35 brands and so many locations, Herb Chambers offers the largest inventory of cars, trucks, and SUVs in New England. You can always count on getting the lowest prices and best value. And at Herb Chambers, you always get more for your trade. Come see for yourself and experience our legendary customer service today. Herb Chambers. We don't sell cars. We help people buy them.
This is Scott McFarlane of McFarlane Energy. While there's no shortage of companies offering heating oil delivery, boilers, furnaces, heat pumps, and air conditioning, we stand apart from the rest. Since opening our doors in 1946, our goal has been to deliver the best combination of price, expertise, and equipment to all of Eastern Mass and the Cape. This winter, consider McFarlane Energy for your next oil delivery. You'll love our prices, and we'll treat you and your home like family. And don't forget to ask us about cleaner cleaner burning bioheat. Please visit us at McFarlandEnergy.com.
February, the month of presidents. You may have some wads and rolls of presidents coming to you as in money you may not even know about from findmassmoney.gov. Benjamin Franklin? No, he wasn't a president, but who cares? He's on the $100 bill. The Massachusetts State Treasurer's Unclaimed Property Division is holding unclaimed property for citizens and businesses like refunds from utility bills, long-forgotten savings accounts, even uncashed paychecks. Search your name at findmassmoney.gov. That's findmassmoney.gov.
It's here. The prime rib dinner is back at the Nines. 16 ounces of slow-roasted USDA choice prime rib served with your choice of 2 sides. Available every Friday after 4 p.m. and all day Saturday and Sunday. You're going to love the Nines.
Jones and Keefe.
Weekdays 10 to 2.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Brian Van Bell comes out of the Red Sox bullpen. The count is 1-1 to begin here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Sox leading 4-2 over the Phillies. And right-hand hitter Matt Kroon is the batter. Pitch from Van Bell is on the inside corner for a strike.
All right, we're going to do the Wasabi Challenge on the air here.
Oh.
In which, in case people don't know it, you want to be a good teammate, you want to be knowledgeable. So I ask you about people that you think you're familiar with, and if you get it wrong, you have to eat a big glob of wasabi.
Ideal. Kroon fouls it off.
We don't have any wasabi, so you're going to have to simulate that. But you just told me that you're very familiar with Brian Van Bell.
Yeah,
right?
I actually called him my dog.
I didn't want to bring that up, but yeah, you sure did.
Yeah, Brian Van Bell pitching. Count is 1-2.
Most awkward moment in this booth today.
Pitch to Kroon, hammered in the air left field, towards the wall, up and over the wall. Matt Kroon goes deep to greet Brian Van Bell, and the score is 4-3. Red Sox still on top of the 7th.
Well, the wind had nothing to do with that one. That ball was smoked. Not a lot of elevation, but enough to get over the wall. Stick by your guy, Coop.
He's my guy.
Your guy.
I do think that he's somebody, he had an arm slot change down at the end of the year. They converted him to a reliever, and he really dominated a AAA at the end of the year. Pitch outside to the left-hand hitter, Carson Taylor. I think he's probably among, he's not going to make the opening day roster, but he's in a conversation for under-the-radar guys that, could get to the big leagues. 1-0's low, 2-0.
Okay, Wasabi Challenge. A lot of people might be familiar with this, from Tristan Casas doing this, Vaughn Grissom doing this, the Play Tessie guys doing this,
It's an honor to be here. 2-0 is low, 3-0.
Throwing up while doing it, but this is sort of the prelude. No, we don't have any wasabi, but you have picked Brian Van Bell as the guy that you said you're most familiar with because he's your dog.
Sure.
Okay.
3 balls and no strikes. Brian Van Bell to Carson Taylor. Swing and a miss.
What famous person does he share a birthday with? The date, not the year, the date.
Brian Van Bell. What famous person does he? All right. 3-1. Swinging a line drive into right field. That's another hit. Taylor singles. And they go back-to-back on Van Bell.
I'll give you a pass now. I'll give you the answer. That's me. He has the same birthday as me,
Wow.
September 3rd. Yeah.
And you guys are the same age.
Yeah, around there. And also now he's my dog because we have the same. All right.
Our collective dog, Brian Van
What
Bell.
2 colleges did he go to?
All right, University of Miami.
Yep.
Where he was signed out of. He transferred? It's a JUCO situation? Deals inside. I don't know the JUCO. I'm going to guess Broward County Community College. Really?
Oh, yes. Ding, ding, ding. I mean, Broward College, but close enough. Yeah. Good for you.
Well, I was going geography there. That was exciting. Wow.
That was exciting.
1-0. Swinging a high fly ball, right center field, deep towards the berm, and onto the berm. Carson DiMartini hits a 2-run home run. And the Red Sox trail for the first time today, 5-4.
All right, we're going to let Brian Van Bell focus a little bit on pitching instead of taking a deep dive into his bio. But that's just unfortunate. That was a case of as soon as it's hitting the air in that spot, it's going out. It's onto the berm. You see the flag right above that berm? It's blowing right to the highway.
A couple of seagulls are buzzing around now towards left center where that ball landed. And a pitch is outside to Brian Rincon, the shortstop. So Red Sox, who led for most of the day, are now down. Danger of going 2-4 in the Grapefruit League. Pitch is swung on, grounded right side, bounding at the second baseman Lugo, who gloves and throws to first for finally the first out of the inning.
Well, in all seriousness, we think that Brian Vebal, he did well in AAA Worcester last year. He'll be back this year. He'll get another chance to make his mark. As a connoisseur of the Worcester Red Sox, we talk a lot about projecting the Red Sox, the Boston Red Sox roster, starting rotation, whatever. What do you think that the Worcester starting rotation will be?
You're looking at Fitz and or Priester, right? I mean, depending on the health of the rotation up top.
Let's say Fitz and Priester, okay.
Right. Michael Fulmer is going to be the 3 probably, right?
Okay.
If he doesn't opt out.
He has to accept, I mean, that's a big if.
Yeah. Pitch here, swing and a miss, and then be interesting what those last couple of spots look like. I think there are a lot of different conversations. Hunter Dobbins is probably in the rotation, right? So, I mean, Fitz, Priester, and Dobbins is a 1-2-3 at AAA is pretty nuts. The 0-2 bounces in. You're going to have one of the guys in the second base competition have to be at AAA. You're going to have a bullpen, of some, one of those guys in the bullpen conversation.
What will be interesting is, again, there's a significant amount of veteran guys.
Ground ball right side. Once again, easy for Lugo. Moves to his left and throws out Justin Crawford for the second out.
Veteran guys who have a similar situation as Fulmer. You have Austin Adams. You have, obviously, Ottavino sitting there. You have Sean Newcomb. So you have some guys who could obviously help the Red Sox with depth, but they have to accept an assignment to AAA.
What about Cooper Criswell, right?
Cooper Criswell. We have not talked about Cooper Criswell almost at all, and he had some great moments last year.
He was a big leaguer. He pitched very well for a lot of the year. 0-1 from Van Bell, grounded foul by Rafael Marchand.
I think that we've locked in a lot of the position groups when it comes to opening day roster. We talked about Hamilton, how we think he's going to make the opening day roster. That could ultimately, if you move Bregman to third, that could be almost a platoon situation with Vaughn Grissom. I don't think Marcelo Meyer, they're going to play him at second. Well, I know they probably aren't going to play him at second.
0-2 outside. I agree.
And Christian Campbell, I think that he's, right now, the way he's trending, is probably going to be the second baseman for the Worcester Red Sox. And unless there's somebody hurt in the outfield, Roman Anthony will probably start there.
1-2, swinging a fly ball off the bat of Marchand, sinking down for a hit. Once again in front of Ferguson. He picks it up and throws it in. Marchand singles, third hit in the inning for the Phillies.
But the toughest group, not even close, is really the bullpen. I mean, you have Slayton, okay, Hendricks, okay, Whitlock, Chapman, 4.
And that, to me, Justin Wilson seems to be a lot to everybody.
Justin Wilson, 5.
But,
No, he's a major league deal, $3 million.
Right,
he makes the team.
Bernardino and Winkowski are probably Weissert. Like, that's the same. That's the same pool.
Okay, so that's 8 guys there, and we aren't even talking about all these guys who the Ottavinos, the Matt Moores, the Fulmers, the Austin Adams. There's a reason why they brought a lot of these guys in, because they want to have a lot of options. But it's going to be really, really. Oh, and you know what? Zach Kelly. We didn't even mention him.
Ground ball off the bat of Sang, right to second once again. And Andy Lugo throws out Sang, 4-3 to finish off the inning. Phillies get 3. Red Sox down for the first time as we hit the 8th. 5-4 game on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Hey, Red Sox Nation, imagine replacing your roof once and never worrying about it again. With Interlock Metal Roofing, you get the last roof you'll ever need. Durable, beautiful, and backed by a lifetime warranty. For over 25 years, homeowners across New England have trusted Interlock to protect their homes. Make the switch today. Visit NewEnglandMetalRoofing.com or call 866-733-5811 for a free quote. One roof, one call for life. NewEnglandMetalRoofing.com. Never re-roof again.
This is Scott McFarlane of McFarlane Energy. While there's no shortage of companies offering heating oil delivery, boilers, furnaces, heat pumps, and air conditioning, we stand apart from the rest. Since opening our doors in 1946, our goal has been to deliver the best combination of price, expertise, and equipment to all of Eastern Mass and the Cape. This winter, consider McFarlane Energy for your next oil delivery. You'll love our prices, and we'll treat you and your home like family. And don't forget to ask us about cleaner burning bioheat. Please visit us at McFarlaneEnergy.com.
It's Elliot from Jordan's Furniture. Go to your closet to see if you have a prom dress and bring it to any Jordan store, Antoine's Cleaners, or Enterprise Bank. And that dress will be given to a teen in need. Your closet will be cleaner, and your heart will be fuller. And I thank you.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
You're listening to the Shaws and Star Market Red Sox Network.
Now, back to the game on WEEI.
Eighth inning, Red Sox down 5-4 against the Phillies in Clearwater today. Grapefruit League, Red Sox and Philadelphia on a Friday afternoon. On the road yesterday and today. We'll be back with you tomorrow, 1 o'clock start, 1:05 start in Fort Myers. Red Sox and Twins. Big battle between the two teams that share Fort Myers, and we'll have major leaguers back in the lineup once again for the Red Sox in all likelihood. Left-hand hitting Tyler Miller leads it off in the 8th inning. And the first pitch from Padilla is grounded up the middle for a base hit. A couple of hops for Miller on the way towards right center. Leadoff knock for big Tyler Miller.
Tyler Miller's getting a lot of run here in spring training. Hit a home run in Port Charlotte. Gets a hit there. And we're becoming familiar with Tyler Miller's game, aren't we?
By the way, folks, watch MLB.tv and stream 250-plus spring training games and every out-of-market game live or on demand. Plus, stream MLB Network 24/7 for the entire season. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.tv for details. I like Tyler Miller's game. Good hair, too. First pitch is outside.
It's not Alex Bohm hair, but, I mean, nobody has Alex Bohm hair. I was just noticing that. It's not only long hair, it's lush hair, Coop.
I was beating the trade for Alec Bohm drum in the offseason. Marvin Alcantara bats, takes inside for the Red Sox at one point. Filled the right-handed bat need. Maybe could play some third. I'm good with what they settled on. Just threw it out there. 2 balls, no strikes. Pitch is a strike, 2-1.
One of the things we talked about, the crowd being such a good crowd here, it really is. I mean, it's thinned out a little bit, but the one noticeable thing compared to where we were in Lakeland, I mean, it's almost all Phillies gear. Yesterday was majority of Red Sox gear.
Pitch outside. It is true. You can tell there's such distinctive colors, like the light blue and the red. It is beautiful. We got a good Jersey game going on beneath us. Bryce Harper, Jimmy Rollins, Jim Tomei, jersey. Guy's got a Nick Castellanos blue. Up and away, ball 4.
Well, you know who was around the batting cage today was old friend Shane Victorino. It's always good to catch up with him, and he's helping out in Phillies uniform, and people obviously know him from the Red Sox, but he really, like, his meat and potatoes, his career was with the Phillies.
You covered him. I mean, what was he like?
It was such a unique group, man. Like when they came in 2013.
Mark Colesbury swings first pitch, chops it left side, picked up by DeMartini, third baseman, throws on the run. to get the first out of the inning.
You know, obviously you had Napoli, you had Ross, you had Dempster, you had, I'm forgetting some other guy. Oh, Gomes. And then you had Victorino. And they're different personalities. Victorino is probably the most different personality, but he shared the same passion and excitement and will to win and liked to talk baseball. He's very sort of hyper, like in a good way. And also, like that year, he was so good. He was so good in right field at Fenway.
Max Ferguson takes a strike.
People forget how good he was in Fenway right field. And one of the plays I remember he was good at was trying to get a guy at first base on hard hit balls to right field.
Huh. Swing and a miss. So you pick it up and throw to first.
Yeah, he would charge in, and he would try to catch a guy napping going to first, and he did that a few different times. But you had guys like thinking along those lines. Like Gomes was the same way.
0-2 low.
It was just all these guys were just the right fit at the right time. And when you went into that offseason, Coop, everyone was like, okay, autocorrect from 2012. You had made the big Beckett, Carl Crawford, Adrian Gonzalez, Nick Punto trade. You had this money. What are you going to do with the money? You're going to go get a superstar. And the superstar out there was Josh Hamilton.
1-2, foul back.
So they have like a meeting with Josh Hamilton, whatever. But instead, what they did was they get all the guys that I mentioned on short-term deals, paid them up probably a little bit more than that they were worth at the time. I remember, Victorino, it was a case of that. I think it was 3 years, $39 million. Napoli's original deal was 3 years before they cut it back down. But they got a lot of guys instead of just one.
1-2. Did he go? Yes, on the swing. And Ferguson strikes out, 2 away in the 8th.
But, as much as, those guys fit talent-wise, it was almost more important that they fit the culture. They changed the culture from day one. You talk to any of those guys, they'll tell you, in spring training 2013, boom, they were talking baseball, they were talking World Series, all of it, and it just never stopped starting on opening day at Yankee Stadium.
Andy Lugo batting takes low.
And, I think that dynamic, and this one thing, I talked to Victorino for a little bit, but I didn't get a chance to talk to him about that. But I would love to, because that's what they're talking about with this Red Sox team with Alex Bregman. They're talking ball.
1-0. Swing, hard ground ball, left side, picked up by DeMartini. He throws to first, and the inning ends 5-3. And it ended with the Shane Victorino double off the monster that year. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Red Sox down 5-4 against Phillies of the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
When you decide to sell your home, don't settle for a good agent. Go for a great one. Go for a Weichert agent. A Weichert agent looks at you as a partner, not a transaction, and will work day and night to get you the results you're looking for. And your Weichert agent is backed by the Weichert brand. With over 50 years of experience, Weichert agents have guided thousands of buyers and sellers through every facet of home ownership. Don't settle for good. Go for great. Work with a Weichert agent. Each Weichert franchised office is independently owned and operated.
Welcome to the Nissan Now sales event. Are you all right?
I wanted to get here before the best offers were gone.
You're just in time. Let me show you what we've got. There's the all-new Kicks. The sporty Sentra. Or our best-selling Rogue, a Consumer Guide Best Buy 11 years in a row. You must be exhausted.
I think I'm ready for my next adventure.
For the #1 shopping experience among non-luxury car buyers, according to J.D. Power, get to Nissan now. Now get a low $249 per month lease for 39 months on Rogue. For J.D. Power 2024 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Well-qualified lessees. 2025 Rogue S all-wheel drive. $46.19 initial payment excludes tax, title, and license. Disposition fee due at lease end. Take from new dealer stock. Call 1-888-858-8319 for offer details. Ends 3/3/25.
Now Taxes is using Credit Karma, where a TurboTax expert can do your taxes for you. They'll get your refund, so you can do more with it right in Credit Karma. Now this is taxes. Intuit Credit Karma with TurboTax. TurboTax. See guaranteed details at turbotax.com/guarantees. Experts only available with TurboTax Live.
Hart, Fitzy, and Johnson.
Weekdays 2 to 6.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Folks, make memories at Fenway with your group. Reward employees, bond with your club, or celebrate with family and friends at a Red Sox game. Visit redsox.com/groups to learn more. First pitch fouled back. It was coming right out as I was reading the spot. I looked up and then I bit my tongue. So that's going well.
It's workman's comp.
We're at the bottom of the 8th inning. Red Sox down 5-4. Grant Gambrell is pitching out of the bullpen. He misses low.
I mean, honestly, in your line of work, you can break your arm, break your leg, crack your sternum, whatever. Just don't bite your tongue.
It is true.
That's your money maker right there.
You see the Mike Tirico, he tore his ACL or something crazy, and he was doing Sunday Night Football in the scooter.
Oh, really? Let's see. You can do that, though.
It's true. I don't know. I might milk that for a while. Gabriel Rincones Jr. is a batter. Gambrell misses inside. Counts 3-1.
What's the worst injury you ever had?
I tore my MCL playing baseball.
Ooh.
Yeah. I was going halfway. People really care. I was going halfway on a fly ball between first and second. Pitch on the outside corner for a strike on a turf field. And as the guy caught it, I went back to first base. And as I turned, my cleat stuck in the turf and just twisted the knee.
That must have hurt.
It did. Finished the game, though, 3-2. Swinging a high fly ball down the left field line off the bat of Rincones. Long run Ferguson in the corner makes the catch. Is the worst thing that's ever happened to you the scooter incident?
Oh, yeah, man. I got to say, not just because it's recency bias, but falling on my face on a scooter in Colorado and then having to take a red-eye flight back, probably not the smartest thing.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, but it's, I tell you what, though, I found the power of makeup.
Ground ball foul.
I did do the trade deadline show in Nessa, and a few days later, my good friend Jemai Webster, I said, Jemai, you gotta give me your makeup person. So you got to go to Nordstrom. So I went to Nordstrom, sat in a chair for a half hour, and it was incredible.
Wow. Oh, what hit him? Half hour. What they do? Foundation?
I don't know what they did, man, but it was incredible. My face, as you saw, my face was a mess.
You were hideous.
I was hideous. Unfortunately, things never changed. But yeah, so that was one of the worst. It's baseball wise, the hamstrings were always a problem. The hamstrings are always, I don't need to tell everybody that. Everyone knows. Rob Bradford's known for his hamstring injuries.
Man on, man down pitch outside of Matt Kroon.
I went home the other day, as you know, to coach my last high school basketball game. I'm a high school basketball coach at Covenant Christian Academy. Shout out to the Cougars. And the referee comes up to me right before the game. He's like, "How's your hamstring?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
Pitch inside.
He's like, "I umpired your media game." You got to be more specific. I hurt my hamstring 50 times in that thing.
My question is, were you running full bore?
Yeah, no. It's like hamstrings and baseball cleats don't work.
Swinging a ground ball up the middle, picked up by the shortstop, and thrown to first in time. Alcantara.
That's why, when we talk about the toughest baseball players, I love this question. Who is the toughest baseball player? I will always say Adrian Beltre. Adrian Beltre, because I saw this guy, he basically seemingly blew out his hamstring and then would play the next day. I mean, he just was the epitome of a tough baseball player.
By the way, speaking of injuries, this just came down. His pitch is low from the right-hander Gambrell. Luis Heel was shut down from a bullpen session. Discomfort in the pitching shoulder. He's getting an MRI, according to Brian Hoke. That is.
Yeah, they've had some bumps in the road in that camp so far, haven't they?
Yeah. Giancarlo Stanton, who doesn't appear to be anywhere near opening day. There was some smoke about J.D. Martinez signing with the Yankees now, because they needed a designated hitter. 1-0, swinging a high fly ball deep towards right. Did the wind take this out? Oh, it did. Wow. It was just a fly ball to right, and then all of a sudden it was a home run. Jet stream. Solo shot Carson Taylor And it's 6-4 Red Sox down in the bottom of the 8th.
Yeah, I mean, once that got up in the air and then you look at the flag, I was like, that's over. I mean, it's going to go over. And you really, I think that on a normal day, Coop, that ball doesn't even reach the warning track. Welcome to the grapefruit league.
2 down, nobody on. And the pitch outside to Carson DiMartini. So this was a day where you looked at, we have our over-under conversation. You looked at the flags. Did you think it was an over?
Oh yeah, no question. It was the same dynamic as it was yesterday. I mean, maybe even a little bit more. What did we end up with yesterday? About 11?
11 runs. Yeah,
so we're sitting at 11.
Got to be an over, right?
All I know is that you show up to the park and the wind's blowing like this, you get a bank on 10 or more.
2-0 ground ball foul, first base side.
For entertainment purposes only, of course. But, yeah, I mean, this is, I keep saying it, but it is playing the outfield here. Being a pitcher or playing the outfield is really rough. I think even more playing the outfield.
Pitch. Swing. This is hit high in the air. Right center field. Sinking down. Long run. Diving attempt. It's caught by Carson Rose. Full sprawl into the left center field gap to end the inning. We go to the 9th. Red Sox down 7-4 in the Shaws at Star Market WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Winter weather can be frightful, but Shaws and Star Market's pickup and delivery, delightful. To help with snow days and driving delays, Shaws and Star Market offer free curbside pickup or get delivery. That's right. Just order ahead and Shaws and Star Market will have your groceries ready for you curbside, or they can deliver right to your door. These convenient pickup and delivery services are available year-round to help you when you need it most. Download the app now. Shaws and Star Market can save you time and money.
If you're a heating, cooling, or oil burner technician looking for a much better opportunity, it's time to talk to my guy, Scott McFarland at McFarland Energy. Up to $2,400 in safety bonuses every year. See McFarlandEnergy.com/careers.
There she is, founder and CEO. High five.
Dave can't stop celebrating with every business owner in town.
All right, Baker Man, high five.
He's sharing the excitement of big savings with the Comcast Business 5-year price lock guarantee.
Oh, up top, Bike Shop. Yeah.
It's 5 years of gig speed internet.
Quick, high five.
5 years of advanced security.
5 years.
And 5 years of a great rate that won't change.
Yeah, law partners. Chamberlain, Messelthorpe, Dubois.
All from the company with 99.9% network reliability. Switch today and get the 5-year price lock guarantee.
5 years.
It's back, but only for a limited time.
Woo.
Powering 5 years of savings, powering possibilities. Comcast Business.
Can't forget you, voiceover guy.
Ah, thanks, Dave.
High five.
Ends 3/9/25. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge for new customers on qualifying internet bundle, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
You're listening to the Shaws and Star Market Red Sox Network
on WEEI.
9th inning, Austin Schulfer is the Phillies pitcher. On out of their bullpen to begin the inning. Fires at a back foot breaking ball and gets a swing and a miss from Caden Rose, who just made a great diving catch in right field late in this Grapefruit League game. Red Sox down 7-4. 0-1. Tap back foul. All in all, a pretty good day. Garrett Crochet didn't throw enough strikes, but you talked to him after the outing. He was not unhappy. He was glad to be competing and felt like it was a step in the right direction, which I'm not going to judge it. I'll let him judge it. Richard Fitz was good. Pitch outside 1-2. Roman Anthony walks 3 times. Marcelo Meyer walks once. Everybody else walks just about every time, it felt like, for the first 5 innings of this game.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing is Crochet, and I love the fact, to your point, that he just wants to compete, because I think that goes under the radar. We ease into spring training so much in so many ways, but there is that element of, hey, I'm going to drive up there 3 hours. I don't care if it's 3 hours. I know the Phillies are putting their best lineup. I'm facing some of the best hitters in the game, and I'm going to see where my stuff is at, and then adjust from there.
Counts 2-2 on Caden Rose. Takes low. was looking at some of the other spring training news coming through. Juan Soto homered once again for the Mets. I think that'll probably continue. Samuel Basallo for the Orioles hit a 500-foot home run in their spring training game today. Top prospects. There's a great overhead on the MLB Twitter page. This is outside of Rosie Walks. Of the Google map of Ed Smith Stadium and where it landed, and it's on the backfield, like way beyond the outfield fence over the berm.
Yeah, usually that's either usually a practice field or a pond with an alligator in Florida. It used to be back in the day, I think, when there used to be where the Twins play, Hammond Stadium, there used to be a field and it was all a bunch of cows. The cows would be dodging baseballs.
Whoa. Huh. Justin Garcia grounds it the other way at the first baseman. Taylor spins, throws to second. One back to first. Not in time to get the lead runner for the first out of the ninth.
I remember so the Red Sox have the backfield Fenway South, and the field where the batting cage is the backdrop. And Franchi Cordero hit a ball over that, which nobody remembered anybody hitting it that far. And yeah, Franchi, good guy. I think he signed with a team back. I know he was overseas last year.
Yeah.
I think he signed with a team in a minor league deal somewhere.
Good. Pitch outside.
He showed me a StatCast reading, and I don't know if you had seen this, but it was a ball that he hit, I think, in El Paso, which obviously the air is a little thinner, and it was 580 feet. It was a foul ball, but he had it like on the measurement, the StatCast, where he carried around a screenshot of it.
I don't know if I believe that a human being could actually do that, but if I was gonna, he would be the guy.
He would.
He owns the longest home run in Red Sox history, 474, in Philadelphia.
That's right.
Franchi Cordero. Woo Sox legend, Franchi Cordero, for the record. 3 balls and no strikes. Inside ball 4. Blake Sable walks, so 2 on.
Did he sign? Who's he with?
I don't see anything here.
Oh, no?
I hope I'm missing it. Franchi, I would do post-game interviews with him on the field in Worcester, and he was often a hero. And every time they went to dump Gatorade on him, he would hug me so I couldn't get away, and so we would both end up with a Gatorade shower. Which I really appreciate. I really appreciated that.
The price you pay for greatness. Oh yeah, sure. He's with the Washington Nationals.
Oh, that's awesome. Deal. Pitch low.
Yeah, he's with the Sedama Cebu Lions last year. In 23 games with the Lions in 2024, he hit 129.
Blaze Jordan batting takes low.
That wasn't good.
That's it. He welcomed his first son in the offseason. I saw that. Congratulations to you, Franchi. Hope he's listening.
Can you remember the trade he came over in?
2-0, foul back. Is that the Winkowski trade? No.
I mean, would have also been known as the Andrew Benintendi trade.
Yeah. I was thinking about who's on the Red Sox now. The Benintendi trade. Yeah, you're right. I'm probably the first person on earth to call it the Josh Winkowski trade.
So, I mean, Franchi was the headliner coming back in that one.
Pitch is grounded, foul. He was a favorite of ours, but his teammates loved him. Franchi Cordero. Runners lead off first and second. Justin Garcia, the password is on second. Red Sox 2 outs away offensively here. His pitch is low to Blaze Jordan. Red Sox leading by down by 3 runs, 7-4 in the 9th inning.
We talk about trades, and obviously Richard Fitz came in earlier today, and we talked about the Verdugo trade, how that seems to be working out pretty well for the Red Sox. Another one that happened last spring, John Schreiber going to the Royals.
Pitch chop foul
for David Sandlin, and Sandlin's left quite a mark so far. It seems to be trending in the right direction, throwing 100 miles an hour. And Schreiber, good for Schreiber, man. He had a good run with the Royals, continues to have a good run in the Royals. The Royals, we don't talk about them, but why not talk about them? I mean, we talk about the Tigers being good, but I would put the Royals right up there with them.
At least. You and I were talking yesterday about the best teams in baseball, like the top, who's in the top 10. I think the Royals are right there. I mean, they spent money going into last year. They have...
Well, they spent good money, too.
Right.
I mean, you look at Lugo, you look at Waka, and then this year, Lucas Ursig is a favorite of ours on the podcast, and he's great, really insightful, his story, but really, really good. And then they go out and get Carlos Estevez, who these guys know.
Fly ball left field, off the bat of Blaze Jordan. Rincones is under it. He makes the catch. Runners tagging from first to second. Garcia gets there and did a kind of split on his way to the bag away from the tag. That moves everybody up 90 feet away.
I would say that they're probably saying you really don't need to tag up, especially if you get thrown out. You're taking away the potential game-tying run at the plate, and the game's over.
Yeah, right. It would have been the last out of the game.
Yeah. I tell you what, these Seagulls, they're not very patient, are they?
No, they're picking at the berm over there. It's crazy. They're like 15 Seagulls above the berm in left and right field. See if Tyler Miller can hit one of them. Pitch outside.
Well, it's almost like they had a contract with the Seagulls saying, all right, at 3:55, you can come out and start being menaces around the field and annoy everybody.
Pitch is up and away. It looks like an infestation of seagulls out there.
You know what that was like? Was Oakland, the Coliseum. That's how it was when people left there.
Really?
Oh, my goodness. Seagulls would have added some panache to the whole situation, honestly.
2-0, swing and a miss.
I said that the Oakland Coliseum was the epitome of like a CVS going out of business. They just stopped restocking the shelves.
You ever see that possum that they had at the broadcast booth?
Yeah, I never saw the possum, but we did a...
Pitch is a strike, and Miller challenges, so it was going to be 2-2.
And here we go. Why not one more challenge?
So call the strike, and it stays a strike. Red Sox lose their final challenge.
Good effort.
Appreciate it.
We did a broadcast in Oakland, Joe Costega and I, and the window wouldn't close all the way, so we had to do it like with the window blocking our view the entire time.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch outside.
God, the Phillies should challenge that one. Come on, let's go.
Red Sox are down to their final strike. Tyler Miller does represent the game-tying run.
Hey, listen, he hit one out in Port Charlotte. Why not now?
Men on second and third. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. And the pitch from Schulfer bounces in for ball 4. And so the bases are loaded. Tying runs on. Go-ahead run coming to the plate.
Oh, we got a pitching change. I've never seen this. Well, actually, I probably have at some point, but I probably put it on my memory. A pitching change. Spring training game, 2 outs in the 9th inning. I get it. This bases are loaded. I get it. This pitch counts. I mean, it is kind of apropos for what's going on today, right?
I completely agree. Hey, you know what it does? It gives us 10 seconds to pause for station ID on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
The Eagles play here. Catch BC football, basketball, baseball, and hockey on WEEI AM, Boston, an Odyssey station.
Clearwater, Florida, just west of Tampa. Along with Rob Bradford, Cooper Boardman, Baycare Ballpark on a sunny Florida Friday afternoon. Red Sox trailing the Phillies in the 9th inning with 2 outs, 7-4. But they have the bases loaded. And Alcantara coming to the plate. Marvin Alcantara, young middle infielder, 20-year-old from Salem. who hit in total, if you're wondering, 3 home runs last year for Salem in 108 games.
Well, he looks like a semi-powerful build.
Facing a new right-hander, Jack Dallas is the Philly pitcher.
Looks like a young Gary Sheffield. Number 10.
Sure. I think the stance is a little quieter, but...
who knows? I mean, really, we haven't even seen it. But, just seeing some of these people around, it's been a great day, and being around Clearwater and get a chance to talk to some old friends. We talked about Shane Victorino. That was great. I saw Christian Arroyo. And Christian Arroyo is a guy that, and I told him, I said a couple springs ago, he got my MVP for spring training. He had an unbelievable spring training. And he's, back with the Phillies after the time, but he was with the Brewers for a little bit. Great guy.
And he should have it, he's got a track to get to the Major League roster for them in the spring. Marvin Alcantara bats he takes outside. I mean, they have some bench spots open. They need right-handed power. Like, and we'll see what kind of a spring he actually has, but he makes a lot of sense for them. He homered the other day. Count 1-0. Alcantara takes low, 2-0.
Well, as I said, I saw him tear it up in spring training, and it wasn't only the batting average or hits. He was doing everything, and you remember, like, he started for a little bit at second base. He got a little bit of a chance.
2-0. Outside, 3-0. I mean, you go back to 2021, he was as big of a reason as why the Red Sox were good offensively as anybody. He was like their 7-hitter.
Yeah, and it was interesting because when they released him, that was an interesting conversation because of the clubhouse dynamic. He was such a powerful voice in there.
Ball for Alcantara. Alcantara walks with the bases loaded. It's the third bases loaded walk of the day for the Red Sox, and it's 7-5 as Garcia scores. The tying run's on second. The go-ahead runs on first with 2 outs in the 9th. And here comes Mark Colesberry. Right versus right. First pitch. Colesberry takes a strike for the first time. Everyone's very excited about that here at Clearwater. Mark Colesberry trying to have the moment. No balls and 1 strike. Pitch. Outside. 1 ball and 1 strike.
The only thing to be fitting here is if there's like 3 more walks to have him take the lead. Or if there's an ABS call at the very end to seal the deal.
10 walks by Phillies pitching today. 1-1. Colesberry takes outside. Crowd is imploring the Phillies to challenge, who's way outside. And 16 combined walks at the game. Bases loaded, 2 outs, and a 2-1 to Colesberry. He swings and chops it left side, foul. And for the second time in the inning, the Red Sox are down to their final strike. Sable off third, Miller off second, Alcantara off of first. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, Red Sox down by 2. Dallas sets. Colesberry ready. The pitch is called strike 3 to end the ball game. Red Sox threaten, can't find a way to come back, and fall 7-5 in Clearwater. Garrett Crochet starts. Richard Fitz looks very good. Anthony and Meyer drive in some runs. And that does it for the 2-game road swing back at Fort Myers tomorrow at JetBlue Park. We'll step aside. We'll come back. We'll tell you what you need to know about tomorrow and all of that on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
This is Scott McFarlane of McFarlane Energy. While there's no shortage of companies offering heating oil delivery, boilers, furnaces, heat pumps, and air conditioning, we stand apart from the rest. Since opening our doors in 1946, our goal has been to deliver the best combination of price, expertise, and equipment to all of Eastern Mass and the Cape. This winter, consider McFarlane Energy for your next oil delivery. You'll love our prices, and we'll treat you and your home like family. And don't forget to ask us about cleaner burning bioheat. Please visit us at McFarlaneEnergy.com. anthem.com.
Hey everybody, it's Andy Hart here with Matt and Catherine. They made the decision to lose weight and improve their life together, both dropping 33 pounds thanks to Awaken 180 weight loss.
She came home so excited one day and said, I heard about Awaken 180. I'm so excited. You have to try it with me. It's not medication. It's not a shot. It's food. You're going to make meals. And I think that was one of the biggest selling points.
What makes Awaken 180 different is the maintenance program. Just to know that you get that support gives me the confidence to keep going. I think it's important for people to know how much more fun it is to do it with a partner. Just to have the support system, it's so much more helpful.
It's going to change your life.
Thanks, guys. Like any goal, accomplishing it with someone sharing the same goal makes it twice as easy and twice as rewarding. Grab a coworker, friend, or spouse and make your 180 with the solution for weight loss online at awaken180weightloss.com.
Town Fair Tire sells all the name brand tires, and we sell them all at the guaranteed lowest price. Plus, because Town Fair Tire also gives you more free services than all the other tire dealers, nobody beats
Town Fair Tire. For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
This is Scott McFarlane of McFarlane Energy. While there's no shortage of companies offering heating oil delivery, boilers, furnaces, heat pumps, and air conditioning, we stand apart from the rest. Since opening our doors in 1946, our goal has been to deliver the best combination of price, expertise, and equipment to all of Eastern Mass and the Cape. This winter, consider McFarlane Energy for your next oil delivery. You'll love our prices, and we'll treat you and your home like family. And don't forget to ask us about cleaner burning bioheat. Please visit us at McFarlaneEnergy.com.
February, the month of presidents. You may have some wads and rolls of presidents coming to you as in money you may not even know about from FindMassMoney.gov. Benjamin Franklin? No, he wasn't a president, but who cares? He's on the $100 bill. The Massachusetts State Treasurer's Unclaimed Property Division is holding unclaimed property for citizens and businesses like refunds from utility bills, long-forgotten savings accounts, even uncashed paychecks. Search your name at FindMassMoney.gov. That's FindMassMoney.gov.
It's here. The prime rib dinner is back at the Nines. 16 ounces of slow-roasted USDA choice prime rib served with your choice of 2 sides. Available every Friday after 4 p.m. and all day Saturday and Sunday. You're going to love the Nines.
The Christian Arcan Show, weekday afternoons starting at 6. Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Back in Clearwater, Red Sox fall to the Phillies in Grapefruit League action 7-5. Cooper Boardman here with you. Rob Bradford was along. Red Sox with the loss dropped 2-4 in the league. Phillies with the win to 3-2. Garrett Crochet finishes out his day. He goes 1 2/3 innings, gives up 1 hit. He walked 3, but he struck out 3. Richard Fitz goes 2 scoreless innings, and those really are the headlines. Pitching-wise, Roman Anthony walked 3 times in this game, in a game that featured 19 walks between the two teams and 25 strikeouts over 8.5 total innings as the Red Sox finish out what was a 2-game road trip with a win yesterday against the Tigers and a loss today against the Phillies. We're back with you tomorrow, 93.7, if you're on terrestrial radio. Tanner Houck will get the start for the Red Sox against Bailey Ober of the Twins. Houck, Aroldis Chapman, Justin Slayton, Justin Wilson, Luis Guerrero, and Cooper Criswell are all scheduled to pitch, and there's a lot in there rotation-wise and bullpen-wise as all that gets figured out, so we'll see them. Joan Duran is supposed to pitch for the Twins as well, so that'll be a lot of fun. Again, 1 o'clock tomorrow, 1:05 first pitch. We're with you again on WEEI and across, of course, the WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. All right, that is it for us today. We'll talk to you tomorrow for Joe Braverman back inside the flagship. For Mark Hayes here, for Rob Bradford, I'm Cooper Boardman. Talk to you at 1 o'clock on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
You've been listening to Red Sox Spring Training on the WEEI Shaws Star Market Red Sox Network.
This has been a presentation of Odyssey Sports. For even more coverage of your team, download the free Odyssey app and listen to your favorite stations, shows, and podcasts.
It's going to be close. I think, Detroit would probably bump down to like plus 450. Maybe Washington would go up to like plus 500 or somewhere in that range. Maybe Detroit even falls further. For me, Femi, it's just they're going to be too trendy next season. Like, I get it. Jaden Daniels looked unbelievable, and I don't think it was a fluke. I think he was going to be an incredible player. I want to see it again. It's one thing when you're a team that nobody sees coming, but now that everybody knows your quarterback is for real and you're on the radar of every team in the league, I want to see